What's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. Ready to go again. 2K Wednesdays is back. I see you out there, honeys. I see you out there, Charlie. I see you, Big Mo. Trey, what's going on, brother? I see you. So last week, we got together and broke the internet. We made well over 13,000 contacts. It was amaze balls, man. So I wanted to just shout you guys out and say just how proud I am to be a part of this with all of you as we grow together, as we share in our victories. What's up, Steve? Good afternoon. So, like always, man, this is a workshop. This is not just some hankety schmankety type thing where we're just kind of talking to each other, man. We are growing together. People are asking questions. We have been setting an incredible amount of appointments lately. And I got to be honest with you, the quarantine or COVID or anything like that is not stopping this market. So your investors, your homeowners, your renters that are looking to buy and sell and grow and get into new spaces, this is the time. I don't think there's ever been a better time to find your dream home and to move and to grow. What's up, Michelle? Michelle is in the background making things beautiful. I am really, really excited about doing this and doing this well. I don't know what to say. So let's get down to work. We are looking to make at least 2,000 contacts today. We're going to count contacts for this broadcast as any living, breathing adult human that you communicate with, either by phone or FaceTime or Zoom or any other two-way communication where you can talk to each other. We're going to contact through, what's funny is that my virtual number is going off and going crazy, which is a damn good thing. So I'm going to pay attention to that as well. We're going to count any text message that we send out and get a response from. Text message, instant message, direct message, semaphore, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, telegraph. If you send the message out and they respond to the message, we're going to call those contacts as well. A contact is also, if we're doing a live broadcast and we're getting responses to the live broadcast, people are watching the live broadcast, commenting, liking, throw the like and loves up. We're going to call all of those contacts as well. And of course, if we put up a social media post, any social media post at this point, on any of the platforms, and we get comments and likes and we respond to them, we're going to call those contacts as well. So if somebody puts up a picture of a cat and someone responds, if you put up a picture of a cat and someone goes, "Oh, that's cute," and you go, "I know, right?" That's a contact. Or if they just put a heart and you say, "Thanks for the like," that's a contact. And then if you have a website that people are clicking on your listings or clicking on a listing and requesting more information, or if they're requesting attendance at one of your virtual open houses or more information about an open house that they attended with you, we're going to call those contacts as well. What's up, Patty Herrera? What is going on? Real estate royalty is definitely in the place to be now. So while we are growing our business, we should have some fun. I have literally dozens of people to follow up with. I've been using our sort of dyed-in-the-wool KV Core lead generation system. What up, Patty? I see Vince Koo out there too. What's going on, Vince? So we've been using the KV Core in order to generate tons of leads, and it has been working like gangbusters. I've been using my virtual number or a smart number, whatever you want to call it, and my phone has not stopped ringing. It has been ringing off the hook. So we're going to lean into those contacts, and I'm going to call some of those guys back. I'm going to use my dialer here to call those back directly from KV Core. I am attempting, to show the agents that I'm coaching with, the agents that I'm working with, agents in my downline, agents on our team, agents in our universe, that they can generate leads, generate income, generate opportunities from their phone. And I like to look at it as a sort of like a volume knob from 0 to 100. 0 being free leads that you have to spend more time developing, and 100 being expensive leads that you're leveraging the time, using money to leverage time. What's up, Dino? Real estate royalty in the place to be. What's going on, my brother? And because of that, this lead generation system. What's up, Vince? Man, we're doing it, man. Yo, Vincent, I am so proud of the folks that are working with me on our Deal a Day program, man. They are killing it. They are crushing it. I hear that Elsie is setting appointments, and Athena is doing amazing things, and is doing amazing. They're just killing it, man. So I'm very, very proud to be a part of your universe like that, man. And it's just one big fire how we get to work together. I'll get into that later, everyone. So anyway, I'm attempting to show folks that it with a little bit of hard work and some consistency and attention to detail, we can generate tons of leads through telephone calls, through social media posts and content. My man Nick Krem out there in the universe is showing us that, you know, our social content, our social CRM is a powerful tool for us to develop our deals and our leads and to help as many of our circle as possible to fulfill and realize their real estate needs. So as always, I'm starting with my gratitude text, right? So I'm going to lean over this keyboard and distract myself for a second, because you know I can't type and talk at the same time. And I'm going to send out through my mightytext.net. I'm going to send out my gratitude text, which is just simple. It's thank you for your support and for trusting me with all of your real estate needs. Right? You'll see it scrolling across the bottom there. Thank you for your support and for trusting me with all your real estate needs. Now, you're out there in the universe. Some of you guys are my friends and family. You may have seen this. You may have seen this sort of gratitude text over the last few years and are like, oh, is that what it is? Yes, that is. It's a gratitude text. It's just me showing my gratitude that I love you. And I'm so, so glad that we are part of this universe together. And so I'm using a tool. I use a tool to send them out 25 at a time so that I can really go crazy. Last week, I sent out over 500 gratitude texts, right? I got over 350 back. Of those 350 back, there was 17 of you that are looking for something right now. So I'm currently working with 17 people from the most inexpensive contact format in the world. It was just reaching out and saying thank you and showing the people that are in my universe that I'm still in the biz and I'm still here for you and I can help. To be very honest with you, I'm a little overwhelmed, and that's where you want to be. So let me go ahead and report my numbers for the day as I get started and I send out this original gratitude text. Now, mind you guys, we get together at 8 a.m. and we start lead generating together at around 8. So my numbers are a little skewed because every single one of the agents that are in the Deal a Day program is pushing for a minimum of 200 contacts a day. So we start very, very early, and the numbers are already great. I've got some numbers that have been reported and a bunch of appointments that have been reported. And you guys know that when my appointments happen, I ring my bells, right? So you guys get to hear my bell ring. I got the kids in the background playing video games together. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the ultra cuteness right there. The boys are doing their thing. Okay. Here we go. Here we grow. So I have 347 contacts right now based on my social media posts and my live broadcasts and my gratitude text so far. I've got another 60 based on recent views. So it's 7. That's 10. So we're at 400 and 7 contacts total right now. What's up, Kurt? Mr. Kurt Johnson in the place to be. Hey, man, we're crushing it together, bro, man. These people have been doing amazing things. So I have definitely been looking forward to the kind of growth that we're doing. Thank you, Michelle, for putting it in all of the other places. Let us go. Let us grow. I am going to start my dialer now. My dialer right now is set to talk to people who have reached out to communicate with me, asking me questions about properties. I'm putting my other headphone in. I take out this one. I put this one in. And now we are ready to go. Yeah. All right, I got to turn that down. And I have been warned not to record the people talking. So hopefully you can't even hear the little tinny part of my ears. Let's start the dialer. I have been getting a lot of no lately, guys. I look for at least 90 no's a day. I am not at my 90 no's a day yet. There's been a lot of yes, which is really, really scary for me. We might have to adjust it to 75 no's a day and 25 yeses. But let's go. So I've got my KV core dialer going. We're just calling folks back. So far, I've gotten one voicemail. I send them video text. I don't leave voicemails. So I'm just going to hang up and keep it moving. If you guys want to send voicemails, let me know what your voicemail is. Give me a good voicemail and I'll see if I can pre-record it and put it in my I use Mojo dialers. I don't think I could pre-record one here for my KV core. You guys got to let me know. Hello? Good afternoon. My name is Sekou. I'm with the DeVoe Group here at eXp Realty. How are you this afternoon? I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. I am putting together a list of properties that match your search criteria here in my website. You aren't doing any searches? Oh, okay. Well, are you looking to get into a new house or a new apartment? A new apartment. You're an owner, right? Oh, you're a renter. Awesome. We have a couple of great programs to get you into a property sooner than later. You don't think you can? You're not ready for it yet? Well, there's usually one of 3 things that keep people from buying. Most people I know want to be a buyer sooner than later, want to be an owner sooner than later. You're 21 years old. It's no better time than the present to get you started, man. By the time you're 41, you'll be an empire owner. You figure you save up for about 4 or 5 years? How much do you think you'd have to save up in order to own a property right now? At least 50,000? How much is your rent right now? Just where you're living right now, how much is your rent? 1850. Okay. What if I told you that 1850 could get you a condo and you wouldn't have to put down more than 14 grand? You don't think that that's possible? What if what if I linked you with a lender that showed you how it was possible? How would you feel about that? Well, let's take baby steps. Let's just see if it's possible. If it was possible, would that make sense to you? I tell you what. Why don't we do this? I have a group. It's called Never Rent Again on Facebook. My sister runs it. It's a lot of powerful information in there, and I'd like to hook you up with one of the lenders to show you just how much buying power you have. What's your email address? You could do your Facebook email. It wouldn't bother me at all. It's just information. It's a way to connect with you. Listen, 1850, right? 1850 could be your mortgage on a 4-bed, 2-bath house in Orlando. Are you stuck here in New Jersey, or did you want to go down to Orlando? Listen, we've got people everywhere that can help. You're not ready for Orlando yet? Your parents are still up here in the north? Okay, well, let's see what we could do for you, man. You guys have so many options right now. It's incredible. We're doing a lot of things virtually. Are you working? Are you telecommuting, or are you still commuting into the city? You're working at a bar? Or is it open? Yeah, I would suspect so. I would suspect so. What are you doing in the meantime? Okay. You're doing the unemployment. I got you, brother. I got you. Listen, I am very, very happy we spoke, man. You were the first call of my evening and calling back. In addition to adding you to that group, I'm going to give you a tool so that you can um, look at anything you want wherever you are. Uh-huh. That's nice of you to say. Thank you. I don't know how it works, man, but when you click into a website, they let everybody know that you're in that website. When was the last time? Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I'm not attached to Alexa. I wish I was. I wish Alexa would whisper into my ear every time somebody wanted to buy something. Yeah, she does it to me too. She's probably gonna go off now. She's probably listening right now because I said her name. All right, I'm gonna send this out to you. I'm gonna send out the tool. It's called Millions Mapped. It's just a simple tool so that whenever you are, out and about and you want to check the prices on places in the area, you can log into that little map, and it will literally tell you everything that's for sale in the area, no matter where you are in the country, and give you an idea of what you can get for your dollar. I'd love to talk to you again, and I hope that you join this group with us. All right? Awesome. Thank you. Let me make sure they're hung up. That was a very cool conversation with a young guy, 21-year-old. He's like, I just got this apartment. I'm like, you're the one that was looking around at my website. Soto, it scared him when I talked about a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. He's like, holy smokes, I'm not ready for that yet. Excuse me. Hello. Hi, my name is Sekou. I'm with the DeVoe Group here at eXp Realty. How are you this evening? Did I? When's the best time? When's a better time to talk to you? I'm putting together a list of properties that match your search criteria in my site. Just got a couple questions for you, then I can let you go. Okay, brother, you focus on that. I understand. I understand. Really quickly, are you looking for something for now or for later? You're looking for something for now. You need a property along your drive route. Are you a trucker? Okay, I understand that, man. Hey, be safe on the road there, man, and thanks a lot for being out there for us. I'll give you a call later. Hey, MJ, I'm gonna send you an invite to your Facebook Messenger. Let's get you in here. And then right to MJ Jones. Hello. Hi. Hi. Yes. Can you hear me? Okay. It's really noisy on that end. You're on a construction site? Oh, I got you at the right time then. All right, call me back. Karen, I see you. Real estate royalty, Hudson County real estate royalty. Karen Algier, what's going on? I see you, love. MJ in the place to be. Big Chris Spitaletto. Rebecca Soto, that's the Sotos, the mighty, mighty, mighty Sotos down in Florida. Real estate royalty down there. All right, let's go. Let's grow. Come on, somebody else pick up. And I'm looking to convert. So what has happened is that I put a bunch of properties on the market and boosted them. And in the boost, folks get back to me throughout the time that it's boosted, and you gotta call them back. You gotta call them back over and over again because they don't remember that they clicked in. What up, Shaq? Let me pause my dialer really quickly. So as Ozzy Thomas, we pause my dialer really quickly. Shaq is out in the world.
Yeah, I
Let's take a,
am.
she's taking a
Looking like
look.
a ninja look.
Doing
So I am at my rental in East Orange, 103A South Grove. It's a
okay.
really nice area. It's right off of the parkway. 2 beds, 1 bath. It's in a gated community. I'm outside. It stopped raining. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, can't do that. All right.
103A South
Uh,
Grove.
yes. All right. So here we go. So the gated community, it has plenty of parking. It comes with the parking space.
Nice.
It's really quiet. So this is the unit. Stepping back here. That's the unit. Let's go in. Got the open house sign here.
Ow, ow.
Ow, ow.
We're back to physically doing open houses again
Yes, in the middle of the week. In the middle of
in
the
the
week.
middle of
This
the
is how
week.
hard we work for our clients.
Well, it makes
So
sense.
we had 7 people show up. I just started at 3 o'clock and 7 people
Damn.
showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, see, people are
So
looking to get back out into the world.
yeah, definitely. So here's the living room. When you first step in, there's a coat closet, nice size.
Mm-hmm. As Coke closets go.
Here's
I like the
you
breakfast
have a
bar.
I know it's open. You can do some cooking, some chefing it up, make your macaroni and cheese, and talk to your company here. So here we go. Nice, nice windows.
Little bay
Then we
windows
have
there.
laundry. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Have laundry. Plenty of storage. If you're like me, my laundry would probably stay right in here. Plenty of
Right up
room.
into the point where you need to wear it. Then you got to do like a laundry
Exactly.
cycle real quick.
Here's a kitchen. Exactly. So you have stainless steel appliances, some backsplash there.
Backsplash is nice. Those little thin subway tiles.
Yeah, yeah. And here's the pantry right off of the kitchen. So you have
Okay.
enough space.
Better have a pantry. Start getting
No.
mad when there ain't no pantry. Wait a minute. Wait, where's the pantry? Look at the size of
So
this
here's the
bathroom.
bathroom. I know.
It looked like a little bedroom there. You could put like another chair so you could sit there and talk to somebody.
D said this is the size of a studio in New York City.
Is D with you?
No, she's
Oh,
not
okay.
with me today. So here is the first bedroom.
Wait. So
It's
give me some perspective, right? So the turn around and let me see where the living room is. So this is all on the first floor?
this is a 1 floor unit.
Oh,
So
okay. I thought this was a duplex. I
yeah.
thought I saw stairs. I'm sorry.
So
Okay, I
you're
see it.
that's where the actual landlords live. They have the other side of this.
Got you.
So this
This is
is
nice.
first of the two bedrooms. It's a little smaller. This one here has the patio. So if it's just one person, you can make this into an office for
That's the
remote
smoking
work.
lounge.
Exactly. And then when work is getting too heavy, you can just step out, get a cigar,
There
get some
you
gin.
know my style. You know what I'm thinking.
I know. So, and
Okay,
then
you
the
know I want
closet
to know
is a
what's in
pretty
that
nice
little
size.
room. Yeah, I want to know what's in this
Look,
closet thing
this
here.
this
This is the
is
bedroom
the
closet. This is dope.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It looks like it's gonna take you to Narnia if you get in and close
Yeah,
the
I was
door.
thinking. I was like, as long as it's right there and it don't go deeper and turn around, I'm good. I've
And
seen that
let me see
movie before.
if you open it again. Let's see if it
See,
comes
ain't
out.
no. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. That's real quick. Turn around, spin around, and then look at it.
So here's the bigger bedroom.
Okay,
It's a nice
this is nice.
size.
Floors are
And the
nice.
closets. The floors are brand new. They
Okay,
just installed this a couple weeks ago. Those floors are the original floors from the build. This was built up in 2007.
okay.
So it's pretty new. This
How
is
much
pretty
is it?
much it. 1650
Nice.
is 1650. Like
You
I
say you
said, we've
can't get a
had
good deal anymore.
this is pretty much it. You're getting a great deal. You're getting privacy. You're getting a community here. It's pretty quiet. Nothing's going on. The only action we had going on was the landscaper, and that's it. And
Okay.
it's right off of a main road, and you don't hear anything.
If people wanted to do a virtual tour for their customers or clients or even for themselves, how do they get in contact with you? Realtor Shack?
Realtor Shack at Realtor Shack on IG and Shack, the real estate agent on Facebook, or you can just call me 862-668-4575. And I do open houses in the middle of the week. How crazy is that? But I do it.
4575, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Don't be mad at me if my phone number skills is whack. You know, I'm an old school dude. I like to write them on the inside and stuff. So this is Realtor Shack at IG.
Yes.
I didn't write the other
Yep.
one for Facebook because you're gonna have to catch up with
That's
her on your
okay.
own with that because that was a long
That's
ass
okay.
one, and I don't type that fast. And here's her phone number. Did I do that right? 668
That's correct.
4575.
You got it. Yep.
All
Yep.
right. So what's
All
next? I mean,
right.
what's the next property you're gonna feature? What can we expect from you? What is your specialty?
So my specialty is I actually sold this owner their home
Okay.
last year, and
Okay.
it came with a client. So I'm helping people get into investments. So first time homeowners turning into investors,
Hmm.
we're helping them get into the investment world to establish wealth. So
Okay.
I'm all about that. So,
I
and
love that.
also we're getting some people to come to the 3, 2, 1 and done. Everybody that's on this list is going to get an invitation to 3, 2, 1 and done so they can get information about how to establish wealth and earn and have $1 million worth of assets in 10 years. So,
Damn. Okay. I love that. I'm sign me up. Sign me up. Oh man.
so
Anything else special you want to show us about this place? Any go back and check that little closet again. Make sure there ain't no people. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Don't do that because that's how the black folk die usually.
because you know me in closets. You know me in
Yeah.
closets now.
We're not gonna go over
But
there.
we don't go
Oh
back
my
to it.
God. No, we don't. We leave the closet alone. Happy Pride, right? This is Pride Month, right?
No, last month they
Whatever. It's Pride Month
after
every month.
June 30th, after June 30th, everybody's like, get the rainbow out of here. Go, bye.
It's back to
But
regular.
no, it's back to regular. It's my birthday month, so
If
I
you know, like
celebrate
I
all
know,
month.
it's always Pride Month around here. So well, I love you, and I'm very, very
All
glad that we
right.
could showcase this unit. Are you having any other virtual tours that I can invite folks to?
So I believe D and I are doing something this Saturday in Newark, Ironbound area. We're actually showcasing a 3 unit, brand new, newly built, 3 bed, 2 bath in each with master bedroom.
Mm.
And we're gonna do that on, I believe we're gonna do Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 3. So that's gonna be the next one up.
Mm. Any
Yeah.
previews? How much is that?
So they're gonna go for 27, and plus the landlord is going to be paying the commission, the broker fee. So
Bada bing.
pretty
Okay,
good.
we're not going to take
Yeah.
anything away from this one. All right, let's keep
Yes.
focused on this one,
Sorry.
and I will
Okay.
see you on Saturday.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
All right, I am going to just do a quick branding, just so that we could brag, little quiet brag, and here we go. We had an amazing time last Wednesday. We made well over 13,000 contacts. I stopped counting after a while because we started to go into the week. It turned into so much more. We actually hit close to 15,000 contacts. We'll talk about that later. What we're going to do today is we're going to get a minimum of 2,000 contacts and see how far beyond that we can go. Right now, I've gotten 50 responses. So we're at 458. Let's see how far we can go and grow together. All right, let's get back into the calls. Actually, it should be 60 because I got those other 460. I got those other contacts on the phone. Let's get back into the dialer. Reminder to everyone here. What's up, Kelly Goldstein? What's up, Sean Chalice? I saw Katrina Elliott go in there. I saw you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jen Encarnacion, welcome. Things are definitely happening, Trey. I'm telling you, man, it's about to be created and we're about to take it to the next level. Sean, we hit over 13,000 contacts last Wednesday. There were 70 appointments set and over 30 contracts were written in one day from these guys that were reporting their numbers. Those are the ones that reported. I don't know about the ones that weren't reported. I'm very, very happy to report that we broke this whole thing. So we've got another 12, 7. We're at 472. Let's keep going and let's keep growing. Let me go back into my gratitude. Into my, I will send, let me send another 25 gratitude text out. And I'm going to start my dialer again. And let's rock and roll. This is the exciting part, folks. Oh, man. What a great, great afternoon. It's a little rainy. It's a little gray. And it's probably one of the best times to reach out to communicate with folks. If you want to have me post your comments on the screen, you got to go through StreamYard for some reason. I don't know. That's the last thing that they have to fix because that is broken. A contact is any living, breathing adult human that you communicate with, either by phone, face-to-face, FaceTime, Zoom, what's that, Google Duo. If you're doing a communication via WhatsApp, and I mean verbal, like face-to-face, video conference, or the phone, all of those things count, right? It is any living, breathing adult human that you talk to. It does not have to be a real estate conversation. If it's a real estate conversation, I would argue that that is a lead and we should put it in a different category. You should still count it as a contact and it is also a lead. We've got another 14, another 25. That's 9, 39, 11, 7, 11. So we're at 511 contacts right now. Let's just go ahead and put that up. 511 contacts at, I don't know what time it is, 4:35 p.m. Boom. All right, let's go. Hello? I think somebody hung up on me. I was typing and talking at the same time. I think somebody hung up. I have no idea. It's moving on to the next dialogue. I am definitely like an action junkie when it comes down to this, because this one line dialer at this time is like frustrating me. However, I'm gonna live through it. We deal with what we can. And another virtual call. That's 3 more. So just in the span of the time that we've been together for the last 35 minutes, I've had 3 more leads come in. 514 now we're at. These virtual leads I distribute to the agents on my team. We go for speed to lead. We're probably at around 99 in the last 2 weeks. Just so that we can be clear, this is just off of the base platform, the KV Core the basic platform, and probably around $200 or $300 spend this month in order to get dozens and dozens of leads. So I'm just going to link this to another agent and have them take over right now. All right, I'm doing this right. Let's just make sure that everybody gets hit. Boom. All right, let's go. Let's grow. We're doing amazing things. You're growing with me. Got another 16 gratitude texts back. Let's send out another 25. My dialer is still going. I got nobody answering right now. So it's at 5:36 right now. I don't know why Cardi B's voice is in my head. I don't know what I did to deserve that. But it's going in my head. So let's go. I am sending out my invites. Get those numbers reported, y'all. Let's get those numbers reported. Let's do everything that we can. I also am looking for endorsements and reviews of products and services that I've been doing. See if we can get you going, get you in there, get you on your way. Y'all don't stop. Y'all don't leave me alone singing my DMX. I am. Oh, good afternoon. Yeah, no, I was a little distracted. I'm I'm making phone calls and following up with text messages. How are you this afternoon? Yeah, all right. Listen, there's a lot going on. We gotta stay busy. I'm following up, man. I'm putting together a list of properties that match your search criteria on my website. Uh-huh. That was fast. Yes, I know. I follow up with just about everyone on there to see if they found what they needed, if there's anything I could do to help, and to make sure that all of the properties that match your criteria are in front of you. Uh-huh. You're actively looking? Yes, I do know people in Monmouth County. I've got a great agent for you down there. Okay. Yes, I can give you a call back. It does sound like you're busy. I agree. All right. When is a good time? Maybe I'll just have my agent give you a call back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Okie dokie. This number? What's your email address? Let me just send you the virtual home buying packet. Mm-hmm. GHRAM. Okay. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you being patient with me while I was talking to myself. Have a good night. What's up, Matt? I see you. Hold on a second. Oh, honeys, what? That is 9. What the hell are you out there doing? Come on the screen and report those numbers. So 9, 4, 6. We're at 694. 4 appointments, 5 buyer leads. I think I said an appointment too. 6 appointments. What? Killing it. Just sending out invitations. What's up, Mr. Flores? Big Joe. Welcome to the party. All right, I am going crazy. We are at 649 contacts at 4:43 p.m. Let's go. Let's grow. Good afternoon. Hello. I swear, I don't understand it. People still have answering machines in 2021. I mean, 2020. Look, I'm even thinking it's 2021. I've been using Finale's joke. Don't tell them I've been using it. I can't fax you from here. They say where? I said from the future. Who the hell still has a fax machine? So 649 contacts, ready to grow. Let's go, let's grow. Thank you for the like and love. Contact in this workshop is any living, breathing adult human that we talk to, communicate with, FaceTime, telephone, face to face, Zoom, Duo, WhatsApp. As long as you're doing a two-way communication, that is a contact. A contact is when you send out a text, an instant message, a direct message, or any kind of texting software, and someone responds to you. Katya, what's going on? I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And someone responds to you, that is a contact as well. If you are doing a live broadcast, or if you're sharing it, or doing a watch party, or some way, shape, or form, having it reach further, and people are watching it, every set of eyes, or every comment, or every like and love is a contact during your live broadcast. If you're doing a social media post, any social media post that is not live, and someone likes or comments, and then you respond to their like and comment, that is a contact as well. And if you have anything on the internet where they can click on it and ask for more information, or if they can go into your website and dig around and find something. What's up, Katya? Good afternoon. Those are contacts as well. They turn into leads when you contact them, right? And you can confirm that they did want something or something like that. It is imperative that you grow your business through contacts. In the month of July, we have been focusing on conversion and helping to help our clients and customers get out of their own way so that they either can get into a great property or get out of the one that they're in and into something either smaller or larger, so that they can, live comfortably and not be disrupted by uh, all of the stuff that's going on. We have another 40 contacts in. I'm sending out another 25 gratitude texts now. 9, 8. So we're at 689 right now. It's ain't easy, yo. Trying to type and talk and write, and it's just crazy. I'm nuts. I got help. People are smarter than me doing it. All right, here we go. Hello? Nope, that wasn't a contact. I thought it was a contact. It wasn't a contact. In order to do what? Yes, sir. Because you keep bouncing it and bopping it, baby. You gotta leave it alone and put it on the thing and then leave it there. I can't help you right now. Nintendo Switch is the worst. There's a million different things that happen at the same time that are wrong. All of my Switch parents, please, please reach out to me. Let me know I'm not the only one that thinks that, what is this expensive piece of junk? All right. So we have been focused on conversion in the month of July, and really working with the agents on trying to figure out what it is that they need in order to properly convert their clients and customers to the next step, get them out of their way and help them out. You want to talk about setting some appointments that are pretty powerful. The appointments in the agents in the Deal a Day program are setting 4 appointments a day on a minimum as a habit, and they get success. They're setting referral appointments and their own appointments, and price change appointments, and listing appointments, and buyer agency appointments, and showing appointments, etc. They're purposely out there, both virtually and in reality, in the world, attempting to help this market along. And what an amazing market it has been. There's been multiple bidding wars. It is not a price drop property market. It is also not a price gouge market for the sellers. And so you are in a great position as a buyer or a seller in this market. It has been incredibly good for both parties. So it's a pretty balanced market. You can probably get into the home of your dreams for the price that you thought it was going to be, and not the one that is going to break the bank. Lenders are still lending, and title companies are still closing. The inventory is a little bit low, Katya says, and I agree with that. And at the same time, it's balanced for the amount of serious buyers that are out there. So if you are a serious buyer, yes, inventory is a little low, but it would take great agents like Katya, great agents like Danielle and Shaq and and Israel and all of them that are finding properties for you that are not on the market. So you may not have an incredible amount of properties, but there are an incredible amount of people who are willing to move right now in this market. And all we have to do is reach out. So if you have a nice little criteria and you're realistic about it, let's, there's a lot of folks that got out into, hello? Hi, my name is Seiko. I'm with the DeVoe Group here at eXp Realty. How are you this afternoon? I'm glad I got you on the phone. Listen, I am putting together a list of properties that match your search criteria on my website. You don't remember being in the website? That's all right. That's common. Are you looking for a home to buy or to rent? You're look you're looking for both. You need something temporarily? Uh-huh. I get it. You're selling your home and you've already moved. So you're in what are you in like a, a homestead suite or a hotel? It's got to be expensive. Uh-huh. What's your email address? Okay. Okay. No, I cannot promise that we can get you into something tonight, but certainly we can get you to see some things before the weekend. What is the budget that you're working with right this second? You say 3,000, but anything that you could save would be fine. Is HR putting you in the property? Do they have to approve of the property? I thought so. And they haven't assigned you an agent? They're an idiot. I get it. I get it. I have to work with agents all the time. Well, usually it's just a communication issue. Hold on. Okay. I understand. Well, chances are they're still going to have to approve me as your agent. I could show you tons of properties, but if it doesn't match up to what your agency expectations are, I we would both be spinning our wheels and would most likely frustrate you. Why don't you give me your do you know your HR director's name and number? With an I? Okay. You want me to send her an email first? Okay. Okay, that's perfect. I will definitely do that. In the meantime, keep poking around in the website and see if something makes sense to you. I'm gonna reach out to your HR department and see if I can work something out with her. She's gonna want me to sign a contract. I don't know if it has to be a broker level contract, but we could figure it out. There's nothing too difficult right now. Okay. Is this your cell phone number or is this a home phone? It's your cell. This is the company. What's your number? All right, I'll communicate with you through this one. That's fine. That way you'll know what it's about. That's perfect. I I like I said, I don't think I can get you into something tonight. If you're going out to see properties, just let me know if you choose one tonight, and I can cancel the ones for this weekend. But chances are I'll have to put something together for tomorrow and Friday if you want to try to make a decision before the weekend. Is there a restriction as to where you need to be? I thought so. Let me see what I can do. I have a lot of agents that are plugged into the corporate rental market. Yeah, and it's temporary. I don't know If it's only 1 month, why won't you just stay where you are? It's uncomfortable. I get it. Okay. Let's see what we can find for you. I will give you a call back in the morning. I'm going to send you a link to my property search app. You could pull that out wherever you are and start searching. Anything available will be there. And let's see if we can find you something. No, I understand how frustrating this can be. And unfortunately, because your company employed that agent, I would have to talk to the company and see if they have room in their sort of criteria to have me there. Yeah, I have no interest in being an HR agent. I'm sure it is. I don't have any interest in that. But I can help. If I can, I will help. And I will do something for you temporarily that has nothing to do with HR. No problem. Thank you. You have a good night. What's that? It's not an inconvenience for me at all. It'll be my pleasure to help. Okay. Bye-bye. You get these agents that don't understand how the HR companies work, the human resources, and these guys are they call themselves relocation specialists just because they're relocating someone. But they don't understand that there's a whole process to it. The reload process is contracted and all of that other stuff. What's up, Jeremy Katz? What's going on, my brother? I see you, man. Out here crushing it. Yeah, people trying to join but can't join because the link won't let them in. I'm hoping that's not for everyone that I sent that to. Alyssa Phillips, what's going on? What's up, Crystal? Alyssa's here. Let me go ahead and rock and roll with her. 2 seconds, guys. And boom, 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 boom.
Hi, how are you? My name is Alyssa Phillips. I've just been so passionate about helping eager individuals improve their finances and maintain financial stability. And I've come across so many people, family, friends, and colleagues who have said, Alyssa, I really want to move from renter to homeowner. But right now I'm considered an unqualified buyer. I just wish I had a system in place that will help put me in a better financial position. And that's what really shaped my passion. I wanted to be able to provide people with an opportunity to be educated around the matters of finances and really have some structure for money management. And fortunately for me, I was introduced to a platform that would do just that. I would be able to help educate people on how to manage their money, as well as provide them with a roadmap that would give them a step-by-step plan to excellent financial well-being. I was able to use this three-pronged approach to people's finances, where I would help them organize, build, and protect their financial future. And this gave them the opportunity to learn for themselves and be equipped to manage their money on their own, and then reach their end goal, which was becoming a homeowner. So if you're looking through your book of business, if you're visiting your lead list and you're coming across potential buyers, consider using this platform that would help educate your clients, prepare and equip them, and also just give them a plan that would help them achieve financial well-being.
Boom! There you go, Sister Phillips. And she is counting her numbers in. She's reporting the numbers 107 contacts. Yes, she does lead generate with us. Yes, she does. She's consistent and obsessed with her business and growth and her customers and clients. It is a pleasure working with her. 107 contacts, 5 appointments. Hold on. 3 new clients and 1 new corporate account. There you go, sis. Rock it on. Let's go. Let's grow. I hope I can help them find some stuff. When you do their financial literacy, let's get them in a position where they can buy. Boom. And we got it. I will PM you for sure. Let's get these clients qualified. Yes. Maziel. See, I said it right. So that is 16, 9, 796 on the clients. Katya. Let's get that number up there right now. 700, 796. It's 5 p.m. on the dot. Yes. Hi. Let's go. Let's grow. We are doing it. Let's go. Making those contacts, making those appointments, growing our business. It is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I already know who hooked me up with that. Boom. All right. So we are at 796 contacts. I'm going to send out another 25 gratitude texts. I've gotten 19 back. Let me know if you want to receive a gratitude text from me. I am my agents are like, what happens when you get to the end of your list? I'm like, turn around and do it again. I don't think any of you get mad at me for receiving a gratitude text. If anybody gets mad at me, put it in the comments. I hit you guys off pretty much all the time. Another 14. So we're at 14. I'm sorry, 13. 33, 7. Wait. Oh, sorry. 3 and 3 is 9. I mean, 3 and 6 is 9. 3 and 9. 12. So it's 829. We're at 829 contacts right now. 829 contacts. Woo! People are calling. Hey guys, if you're calling me, I can't really answer because I got my dialer going. Maybe somebody's calling me back. Maybe someone's calling me back based on either a gratitude text or something like that with a new number. Talk about who's this? Because I don't have them in my phone, so I don't know. I don't know who that is. All right, we are growing. Dialer's going. I had a bunch of hangups. It's okay. People picking up and hanging up. I've had some pretty good luck. I set one appointment. I'm not like the rest of you monsters out there setting 10 and 15 appointments. Jeez. Let's go. Let's grow. If there's any questions, I definitely will help. My Gmail just came through. I see Dave DeVoe out in the world. What's up, my brother? All right, I know you. I got you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Someone just said that I have beautiful babies. Thank you. Okay, my brother, I see you. I got a bunch of new leads that I'll be handing out. I can't do it right now. I can't do too many things at the same time, or else, of course, I will crash this system. And we don't need to crash the system, right? I mean, we agree on that, right? Love, like, and love. I love it. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. This is Sekou. I am giving you a call back. I'm with the DeVoe Group here at eXp Realty. How are you? What's this about? Well, I'm putting together a list of properties that match your search criteria in my website. The homesbydevoe.com. Yeah, when you were searching for properties, exactly. You registered? Okay. Oh, that's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, we help a lot of realtors find properties. Were you looking for yourself or for one of your clients? Okay. Okay, that's fair. Well, once again, I do not mind if you're outside of the area and you want to look at properties. This is a smart place to go. You can't afford to refer it. I understand that too. I've been there. What agency are you with? Okay. What kind of strategies are they putting together to help you get through this quarantine and things like that? Are you is your office open? No. Well, you know what? In their defense, man, none of us really knew what to do. Some of us were in a good position. I'm at a virtual market. I'm at a virtual office, a cloud-based business. That's right, EXP. That's correct. It's hard to imagine it. You know what? It was hard for me to imagine it in the beginning, but now that I'm here, I can't imagine ever doing it any other way. I'd love to. I would love to let me. I'm gonna share a video with you, and then maybe we can get on a call, maybe later on this week, and we can discuss the video and maybe any questions that you have about it. Okay, I'll just text it to you, but it's called themodelexplained.com. The THE model MODEL explained EXPLAINED. I'm sorry, did I spell it wrong? IANED. Explained, yeah. Well, that's why I'm a realtor. I'm not a English teacher. If you can't spell something to me, you're not creative. The model explained that you got it. It's a 35-minute video. Uh, it should help you to put together some questions. And then why don't we plan on talking again after you see it, sometime tomorrow? Tomorrow around 1 or 2. I will definitely help you with this client. Yeah, poke around on the website. I'll put a little asterisk next to it and know that you're an agent. You can usually talk to the listing agent and sort of arrange how they connect you. And Hudson County is a little bit more lenient than some of the other counties that come down in the way that you get in. That's wonderful. It's nice talking to you. No, yeah, well, we put a lot of properties on the contract for the last few months, so it's not been that big of a struggle. The first 2 weeks was a little crazy, but the last 13 or so weeks they've been pretty normal, if not a little over what we're used to. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you have a good night. It was nice talking to you. Sekou. Sekou. Last name is Pyle. P as in Peter. YLE. Yes. Yes, like the truck. It was very nice talking to you, and I'll give you a call tomorrow. Is this your cell phone number? Awesome. Excellent.
Hello.
You have a great afternoon. Enjoy. I'm just making sure he hung up. I just got an agent appointment, I think. Oh, we'll make it quiet. Young lady, you have been killing it out there in the market. What are you doing?
Just making my contacts.
Oh, just making my contacts.
Just doing my job.
Doing your job. What's your job in this universe?
Lead generation.
Lead generation. You know, there's a lot of people that think that your job is to go out there and open doors and that's so easy and things like that. Oh, she made the face.
That is not my job.
So how many appointments did you set in the last 24 hours?
In the last 24 hours, yeah, 7 and 11. I had
11.
to, I'm not mental math.
And how long have you been an agent?
I've been this is my third year as a real
This
estate agent.
You're in your third year as a real estate
In
agent.
yes, I'll make 3 years in October.
What? That is amazing. Setting 11 appointments in 24 hours is an amazing feat for anyone, let alone an agent who is still in her infancy. Because I still think that under 3 years, you're a baby in the business.
I'm still known, so I can still use that card.
Yeah, you're still new. You still got the new car smell on you. Linnell, what's going on? Mrs. Kata. I see your son is looking and you'll have him reach out. Yes, ma'am. We stay safe and we will take care. Finale has just called you the Fizbo Queen. Officially, Dave Finale has called you the Fizbo Queen. I
If
got
he calls
Danielle
me the
Taylor.
Fizbo Queen, I am the Fizbo
That's
Queen.
the Fizbo Queen right there. Danielle Taylor hit you with the hola. Mi
Hola.
gente. So talk to me. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Who's the amazing coach that's been coaching you?
The amazing coach that's been coaching me, you, sir.
I was fishing for compliments. That's what I was doing. I was doing that.
You, sir, are the
I
amazing
still have
coach
my
that's been
dialogue going,
coaching me.
so don't be
Mine,
mad if
I stopped mine because it's loud in my house, but I'm doing other stuff. I'm texting
okay.
and emailing and posting stuff and etc.
Let's talk.
etc.
Let's talk about what's been most effective for you right now. So, like the lead generation, you're on with me daily. You do the morning calls and the evening accountability calls on the Deal a Day program. What's been your most effective contact to conversion strategy? Devin is talking to you right now. I don't know if you could
Oh
hear
no.
him.
Hi. Hi. What's
Tampico.
been the most effective? Well, getting out of my head, man.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I'm texting, I'm calling, I'm emailing, I'm face to face. Just being out of my head is the effect. What I feel has been effective to kind of get shit going.
Nice. And how many people have been asking you, oh, how many properties have you sold? How long have you been in the business? Is anybody asking you that?
Oh, today actually, another agent that I spoke to, he was like, "How long you been in this business?"
Did he do that face when you did
Um,
that? How long have you been in this business?
it was on the phone, so I don't know, but I hung up on him. But in general, nobody asks me ever how long I've been in the business, even ever.
Look at
They
that.
don't ask me. They don't ask me how long. Then I've never been asked how many properties you've sold. Um, not that I can remember.
If you had to, if you had to convince an agent to work with a coach or a coaching company, what would you say to them about us coaching together? Um, what we do, how we do it, et cetera, et cetera.
Can you repeat that, please?
If you had to sort of endorse a coaching company, if you had to talk to an agent about what they should do, whether they should work with a coach, you know, how effective it is, and just sort of convince them of speaking to a professional coach, what would you say to them?
Call say cool.
I always tell them to
No,
call
but
Dave.
seriously. Well,
You tell them to call me. I always tell them to call Dave. Let's keep that
yeah.
going.
But
So
well, I would tell them to be sure they know what they want
mhm,
from the business and from life in general. And I'm saying this from experience.
okay.
Make sure you figure out what it is that you want, be purposeful, make sure that you're ready to work hard to get it. Be sure that you're ready to have a hard ass on your ass. um send them.
That's why she couldn't get in. Her internet service keeps blacking out. One thing that I say is that everything that I've ever asked her and the other agents that are in the dealer day program to do, they do. Right? Some of them are reluctant. Some of them take their time. Some of them have to because it's so weird to them. But she, along with the rest of the agents in the dealer day program, literally work their ass off and they do what they say they're going to do. The most important aspect of coaching, in my opinion, is accountability. Everything else is on the agent to sort of figure out. The accountability is the most important thing that we can have together as coach and agent. I can hear you in the background. Oh, honeys, I can't see you. Your camera is
Yes.
off. But
I don't know why you can't see me. My camera.
now I can't even hear you. Let's get to going. All right, there you
It
go.
is.
Now, do you have
My
any
phone keeps
virtual?
ringing.
Your phone keeps ringing. Such a terrible
I
problem to
can't
have.
hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Okay. Come
I'm
back
gonna
in.
get out and come back in.
So we'll get some more information from the Fizbo Queen soon. DT, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Danielle Taylor is doing amazing things. Dave Finale is in the place to be real estate royalty. He's doing amazing things. All right, Patty's back with us. She's probably setting multiple appointments already. I stopped my dialer to talk to the agents, and it is in the 5 o'clock hour. So I'm going to send out another 50 to 100 gratitude texts. I can see that we have another 40 contacts. So that's 7. So we're at 870 contacts right now at 5:15 p.m. Honey says she got kicked out. Come on back in. I'm looking for some virtual tours. Let's see if we can get these folks back in. Let's go. Let's grow. Don't stop, y'all. Don't stop. Get it. Get it. Make sure that you are continuing all forms of lead gen from all sources, your phone, your text, your social media, all forms from all sources. Let's get it, y'all. Sam, what's the deal, Papa? Welcome back to the party, y'all. Let's get Sam. Let's see if I get Sam in here. What a great energy. What a great young man. Sam. Oh, let's go. All right, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming. Boom. All right, you got the platform. We got 1,800 people watching. So
I just got another 13 contacts.
Excuse me, another 15 contacts
Yes.
from the Fizbo Queen. So we're at 885 now. Let's go. Let's grow. So talk to us. What is it that you want to do with all your money?
I want to
and all your success?
I want to live life at large.
Life at large, at the highest level.
I don't know if I said that right, but you know,
it sounds good to me. It sounds good to me.
I want to live life at the highest level possible.
That's my favorite thing to say and do.
For one, my kid wants to go to college out of state in 2 years.
And we do that without getting any loans and things like that. We set them up for the future.
Right.
So that's a powerful thing.
And the other one wants to go to Paris in 4 years.
Oh my goodness. Paris. So we send her there 4 stars. So she can walk around the streets of Paris looking like a bum, but living like a queen.
But living like a queen, right?
Yes, y'all. I love that. What about for you? What about for you and your husband? What do you guys have planned?
A lot.
A lot. Okay. All right. You
Too
don't
much.
want to share it. You don't want to share it with the haters. I get it. I get it. I get it. What's that on your shirt?
On my what?
Is that a lender on your shirt?
Yes. What? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Well, okay.
I'm on the
We don't want to.
phone. What? What do you guys want? My what? No.
You
Yes,
see?
that's a lender on my shirt.
Look. She's a mom first, so the kids get the questions going even while she's on the phone. That just happened to a NBC reporter or something like that, where the
That's
kid came
every day, all the time, especially when I'm on the phone. So yeah,
You
I
get a
had a
large
dress
enough
on, but
house.
then I put my t-shirt on because I'm home and I get to chill.
Look. You get a large enough house so you can hide in one of the rooms
That's
away.
that's the that's what I'm doing.
So
That's
we're
one of the goals.
885 contacts. I just sent out another 25 gratitude texts. I got another 18 back.
Oh, did you see? Did you see? There's a way to send mass text on Apple.
No, there isn't. We're at
Yes, there is.
9:02, guys. 9:02 at 5:21 p.m. What is your way to send mass text on Apples? What's the name of that?
Shortcuts, the shortcuts app.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, we'll see if
Ah,
it actually works. Al
ah.
at 5:21 p.m.
Or I just use KV Core and follow up boss.
Yeah, KV Core and Follow Up Boss has been a godsend for me.
Me too.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Alrighty.
All right,
Get
I
Danielle on here.
see if she can talk to her. I sent her the invitation. Do you have any
Where is
virtuals
she?
for us to see?
Uh,
No.
no, I focused on making contacts. I didn't go out to do anything.
You guys are going to be showing was it 423
For
Wayne?
for 32 Wayne, we're going to be doing an
432
open
Wayne
house there on
this weekend,
Saturday.
this
Yes,
Saturday. What
sir.
time?
This Saturday. 1, 2, 3, I believe. So we're gonna be there showing. Come on over and take a look at those wonderful condos.
Will you also be doing virtuals at the same time?
Yes, yes. I'm actually
Okay.
getting ready to set up the virtual open house invite in the landing page.
You
What?
hear him? Did you hear
What is it? Oh,
that? All right.
Devin. Devin talking to me.
If you don't get your girl on this call real quick,
Danielle.
yeah, what the heck? I sent her 2 different invites.
She don't listen to nobody.
All right. Well, we are doing our 2K Wednesday.
15K Wednesday.
There is no doubt that we're gonna hit our minimums at 2K.
Did you
Gee,
just ignore me?
15K. 15K Wednesday.
15K Wednesday.
You and DeVoe are both terrible, man. You both do the same thing. Every time you talk, you add another 10,000 contacts
So
to
I
it.
was actually shooting for
Hold
doing
on.
another 400 this week.
Hold on a second. And so how many did you get? How close did you get? What's up, Bill Hagan?
Was
Hold up a second. Wait, before you answer that question. Dave Finale has just reported 193 contacts from just one broadcast. So that's
wow.
5, 9, that's 1,095 contacts where we are right now at 5:24 p.m. 1,095 contacts. What?
Damn.
So Sam says he needs a lender that specializes in physician loans.
Oh,
So all of my lenders out there, if you specialize in physician loans,
reach out to Sam.
reach out to Sam, or reach out here and I'll connect you to an agent that's got a deal for you. Yes. What's up, Liz? Welcome. Are you on your bike, Liz? Are you working? Are you working on your bike? What are we doing? I just sent Danielle another another
We're gonna
invitation.
have to get her on here next week if she doesn't come on today.
Okay. Let us keep going. So we are doing our contact marathon. A contact is any living, breathing adult human that you get on the phone, face to face, on FaceTime, Zoom, Duo, any other software where you could communicate with someone. If you send a text message, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dave DeVoe. What's going on, brother?
Hello.
I'm just breaking down what contacts are really quickly, guys. Hold on one second. So if you do any living, breathing adult human, that is a contact. If you are sending messages, instant message, text messages, direct messages, semaphore, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever, and they respond to you and they communicate back, then that is a contact as well. If you are doing a live broadcast, sort of like this, or if you're doing a watch party, or if you share it or something like that, and people are watching, those are all contacts in real time. And if you do any other kind of post, a video post or whatever, and people like and or comment, and you respond to that like and or comment, those are contacts as well. And if you have anyone clicking on your boost or on your post or on your this or your that, and they're asking for more information, they are a contact as well until you communicate with them. Once you communicate with them and you find out that they're real, then they are leads. If you are communicating with your Facebook post and somebody says, hey, my cousin wants to buy, then that is a lead. If you are doing your live broadcast and somebody like Linnell just sent me Linnell just sent me a message that said her son was looking for something, that is a lead. If you're on the phone and somebody says, yeah, you know what, I'm interested in your product, that is a lead. If you have a real estate conversation, those are all leads. Danielle is heading out to preview. Okay, so she can't get on right now. Maybe she'll get on in a little while. So I wanted to break that down. You guys have been doing amazing stuff. What is going on, Dave DeVoe? Where'd you find these damn monsters, man? They've been killing it.
I don't know. They showed up.
Showed up.
So wait.
I love how they showed up.
I'm not going to get into it. The contact. Wait, but what if you're broadcasting and somebody communicates with you through the broadcast, that's a lead.
That if they communicate with you through the broadcast and they say something about real estate, that is a lead.
Okay. Has to be real estate. Right. All right. Just checking. I'm going to be on the people.
If you're selling Gidgets or Gazmos, then, then it would have to be about your Gidget or your Gazmo or Gizmo or whatever the hell you're talking about.
All right. So where are we at?
So we are at 1,095 contacts at 5:27 p.m. We're exactly at the halfway mark.
Right.
Ohani said that she was trying to make another 400 contacts this week.
I was fine.
400 this week.
Today.
Yeah. How close did you get last week?
Last week I was supposed to make 500 and I got to about 400.
About 400. So you were 100 short.
300. I was 100 short.
Okay. All right. What a great way to fail.
So how are we? All right. Let's go through how everybody should be tracking their numbers, right? Because we're making all these contacts, we're generating all these leads, we're going on these appointments, and after that, what are you doing to keep track of those so that we could go back and forth? We need to work on the presentation, right?
Yeah, for one, we have this sheet. Me and the girls have this sheet where we track it down every day. And we've also been using Trello to kind of track down. Well, the way I'm doing it is I'm tracking down all the leads that I have, everything that I speak to them. Because I used to use followables, but I get lost. So on Trello, I'm only putting the people that I'm actually working with, and I have them divided into people that I've spoken to. They're a lead, but they're not ready. The people that are ready, but they're not looking yet. The people that are actually looking on the contract, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So there's so many systems out there. CTE, Excel, wherever you're going to keep track of your numbers. Just make sure you are keeping track of them, and actually, when you go on an appointment, go in and close it as a contract, put it as a contract, because you should be looking at those numbers every week, and you should be averaging about one closed deal for every 100 contacts is the national average, right? As you get better at your presentation, as you get better on your scripts, And most importantly, as you get better at your pre-qualification, that number will go down from 100 to 70 to 50 to 26 to I'm at 16, I think. And as you wouldn't know that unless you tracked your numbers, because you're not going to know what to work on, right? What if you go on, what if you make 200 contacts, but you only have one appointment?
Right.
Right. We need to work on your scripts. We need to work on your objection handlers, right? We need to work on the quality of the people that call. Or if you go on 6 appointments and you get 1 contract, if that were the case, what would we need to work on?
The presentation.
Yeah, either the presentation or, more importantly, your pre-qualification.
Pre-qualification.
Right? Because you could very likely be going on appointments that you shouldn't be going on in the first place. For newer agents and for agents who just are not super busy, I think it is a good idea to go on as many appointments as possible, even if they're not fully qualified, because you never know. And the more practice you get, the better you're going to get. And also, you should just be out talking to people, right? If they're not qualified, if you go, if you have time and you're like, all right, motivation's not really there, they're not fully qualified, I'm going to go on the appointment anyway. And you end up, not taking the listing or not signing them on as a buyer or whatever, but they have a cousin or, they have a friend, and you show up and you make that connection with them. And even if you're honest with them and saying, hey, look, I just don't think I can help you. I don't think that we're the right fit right now to be working together. But I want to keep in touch with you. And you could still get referrals from them, right? If you build that relationship. Or they're motivated to change.
Yeah, actually today, there's a lady I met at a store a couple of months ago. And she asked me, for some reason, it came up that I'm a realtor. And she gave me her number. I followed up a couple of times. She didn't answer. And today she called me to let me know that her aunt is looking to buy a property. And then there's another investor that I connected with at a property that I went to preview. And he just sent me his uncle's pre-approval and his contact information. He was like, he needs you to help him find a property. So, to your point, it's true. Like, it doesn't matter. My family are always telling me, you're always talking to people. Everywhere we are, you just talk to people. And I always end up, my oldest daughter, I always do that. I always end up with somebody's phone number, whether I'm at the store, the supermarket, or and like she said, Mom, you always do that.
Brett said something real funny. The last mastermind that we have this mastermind every week. Just so you understand, where we get together with like $1 billion worth of business, and we exchange ideas. Elevate, dominate. Go, brother. Great collection strategy. It works. All right. Anyway, so Brett was saying in one of the last Elevate Dominates that we have that. Oh, no. He was live on Finale's TGIF, and he goes, yeah, man, it's the difference between calling up and trying to get somebody to buy or sell something, and calling up and just having a human relationship with them and just having a conversation with them. And it turns out that, people want to have human relationships and contacts and communications.
Right. And
so it turns out to be a great call, even if you didn't talk about real estate. You know what I mean?
It's connection, right? And Elevate Dominate, as you guys know, is the name of our mastermind. It's our downline with EXP. And so every Monday we have this call at 11 o'clock where we have amazing guests and speakers. And sometimes we just kind of Q&A and just truly mastermind with each other. That's what Sekou was talking about before. You're right. I mean, look, how many times have I been at a restaurant with my wife and I overhear somebody say something about and she knows, like she looks at me and she's like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't talk to them.
Maxwell.
Get their number. Please don't embarrass me.
What's funny is that my kids start listening out and they're like, hey, Dad, they was just talking about a real estate investment. You want to give them your card and things like that? I'm like, we're sitting here eating, man.
You've trained them well.
If they don't become real estate moguls, I don't know what the deal is. What's up, Mike Hearn? Charlie Santos in the place to be. Santos. That's our lead generation brother up there. Doing his thing down in Orlando, Florida. Doing his thing. He is crushing it down there. He gets on the phones. One of the things that you mentioned was getting out of your own way and getting out of your head. Well, this guy, Charlie, he gets in, we lead generate together. He puts his headphone on And he just keeps us on in the background like we were a television, because he's just rocking it. He just like sets appointment after appointment all day long.
I mean, look, that's what's going to do it, right? If you want to build a consistent, growing business, you always have to be in that mode. You always have to be in that mode.
He reminds me of you.
What?
He reminds me of you.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you know, I say this all the time. I think it was like my third year in, and I said to one of my coaches, when can I stop doing this? When can I just like be me and stop doing this? And then, you know, he said, well, you know, if you do this for 5 years, if you do what nobody else will do for 5 years, then you can do whatever you want for the rest of your life. So if you'll put in 5 years of solid work and continuing to grow, being learning based, building your database, staying in touch with your database, always looking to grow and network and be the dumbest one in the room, in 5 years from now, you will be able to do whatever you want. If you're smart with your money along the way, of course.
Of course.
Right.
Stone, what's up, Stone? My man Stone Jackson. That's their Harlem royalty right there. What is going on, my brother? We are doing this big time. Just so that everyone knows, at the 5:30 mark, I'm just letting you know that we are well on our way to hitting a minimum of 2,000 contacts together. And to put this into context, to put the contacts into context, what we are doing is we're developing relationships, right? Now, these are relationships that, for the most part, are assumed. A lot of the contacts that we're making are to you or to the people that are already in our phone, already in our world. And what we tend to do is we tend to help a lot of strangers in our business, in the sales business. We tend to help a lot of strangers with their investments. A lot of strangers find their dream home. A lot of strangers do real estate. And a lot of us smack our heads at the end of the year because there's a lot of our friends and family and colleagues and coworkers and ex-coworkers that we could have helped to make great real estate decisions. So these Wednesdays, what we do is we reach out to as many of you as possible and to provide you with the opportunity to make great real estate decisions. It helps us to grow because maybe you're not going to do a real estate transaction this year, but maybe you know 2 or 3 people who might do a real estate transaction this year. And instead of you smacking your head at the end of the year, you say, oh, you should call my boy Dave. You should call Honey. So you should call Sekou or whoever. And that is how our world grows. And we wind up helping you, and we'll definitely help everyone that you refer to us. It's a great circle. So each one of those contacts provides us with the opportunity to help not only you, but maybe 2 or 3 other people in your life.
Yeah. It's funny that some people, like including myself, are more comfortable calling strangers than their COI. And they need help too. Like, we're going to call Circle Prospect or whatever we're going to do to give people an update on the market. But like, my boy over here needs to know what's going on with the market. My aunt, like, you know, the people around you are the ones who are going to give you the most business. But we forget, or we don't forget, we shy away. Which brings another point. It's like, when do you cut somebody out of your COI, right? Some people have a tendency to never like purge. And, you know, what happens is, I remember this, like, you're going through, you know, you're going through Mojo, right? And you see the number coming up next of that person that you have in your COI, you already hit skip.
You're like, click, 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 click.
It's not that you don't like them, right? It's not that, but you just don't want. So at least once a quarter, you should be looking at your database. How much did it grow? Who made it into your COI database, and who is going to make their way out of it? If you're not going to call them, don't put them in there because they're taking up space. And every time that number comes up, there's a little click that happens in your mind. You're going to slash a tire and you're done. So definitely,
you got to explain this, the tire slash. You can't just put that out there, the slash the tire, and just not explain it.
I'll explain it later. But it's really important, though, if you have people in your database that you're not going to really ever call them. Don't let them take up space. Get them out. Have it,
delete the number.
have it lean, right?
Delete them.
Everybody in there should be excited about calling. So either let them out or get excited about talking to them.
So I do this thing called the OPD. You down with OPD? Yeah, you know me. It's organize, purge, and double. Right? So my database gets organized, purged, and double annually. I look to do it as fast as possible. So for me, it happens every year. And what my challenge is to do it as fast as possible before the end of the first quarter. If I could do it before the end of the first quarter, it has been amazing. You organize your list into 3 categories. There's the A, the B, and the C. Right? Yeah, see. So for me, A is business now, B is business maybe, and C is trash. I mean, social. It's just people I socialize with. I know I'm never going to do a business with any business with them, and I put them in the social category. I don't just throw them away, even though I should. But the reality is that I then double the A and B numbers. So this year, officially, I am at 8,000 A and B numbers because of my organized purge and double. I've been doing it year over year. Even when I'm not in the business, I'm doing the business, and it's really, really helped out.
Well,
my cousin Takima is waiting for a call from me now. Takima, I got you. She's down in Jamaica living it up, but we're gonna do some big business down in Louisiana.
You have to feed your database, right? You have to consistently be your database, and you're just feeding it with connections, and then you can't just stop there, right? So you've built this great database. That database should be feeding you as much as you're feeding it. So having that right touch campaign in place, and a lot of people they just stop right there. They hear like 36 touch or 33 touch or whatever. And it's like, oh my God, that's so many. I'm not going to do it.
No, I've spoken to people that I spoke to 2 years ago recently.
I mean, it's simple.
And they remember me.
It doesn't even have to be 33 touches. Like it could be 4, and you call them once a quarter. But really, no. If you think about it, you send somebody an email once a month. You have them on a drip campaign. Send them an email once a month. Right? That's 12 touches. You send them a piece of mail, or you have an ad targeted to them once a month. There's another 12. If they're an A person, and like you said, A, B, and C, I call them every single month. There's another 12. If they're B or C, they get once a quarter, depending on how much business. So building a touch campaign is really not that difficult. I mean, everything's there for you, darling. It's done.
Everything.
You just sign up like, oh, here's KV Core. Everything's in there. Go and tweak it, make it your own. And a lot of that is automated. So now you have the opportunity to beef it up a little bit. So maybe twice a year you have events. Or, I know a lot of people who are doing like quarterly events for all the clients that they worked with that quarter, that closed in that quarter. And, they have those events at one of their new listings, free venue, it's promotion for the listing, and they have these small get-togethers. And the more you add in those quality touches, the more that database is going to feed you. It should be moving towards a 10% return, meaning you have 100 people in there, 10 deals a year. 300 people, 30 deals a year. 1,000 people, 100 deals a year. That's how that database should.
How long does it take to get to that point?
How long?
It depends on your obsession and your focus.
It depends on your consistency, right? So that's a good question. I think like on average, it would take at least a year for the people in the beginning of that year to start referring your business, because there are a few things that have to happen. Number one, you have to get so consistent with it that you're constantly top of mind for them, right? That's the first step. Then the second thing that we really don't have much control over is there has to be people for them to refer you, right? So those people come randomly, at the park or at a party or something. So you've always got to be like, you have to be the app running in their mind all the time, so that when somebody mentions something real estate, boom. And it would take, to get to that 10%, I think probably 2 years of consistent working. But look, if you have a database right now of 200 people and your main focus was your database and you did things like, you did all the normal things, but you really took it to the next level and had really awesome events and tied in with charities and things like that, you could get 200? You can get 20 deals within a year from that database. It just, depends. And the quality also depends. I used to ask people if they wanted to make it into my COI. Like I would have conversations with just listed, just sold or expireds or FSBOs who were just never really going to do anything. Those clients that you're just constantly following up with. And so I would either get rid of them or I would allow them to earn their way into my COI by building rapport with them, offering value to them, and constantly giving them value such that they feel the need to reciprocate. And so they make it in. Now they're referring me deals. It's like, all right, cool. I don't care if you undersell. Give me 3 more referrals. So
cool. That's cool.
I just want to give an update. First of all, what's up, Kenny K? That's my cousin Ken. We was just talking. We are at 1,222 contacts right now. So 1,222
222
contacts right now.
222
at 5:46 p.m. So just giving an update. That's it, man. I don't mean to interrupt, man.
No, it's all right. I have an actual album in my phone, photos of 222. 222.
A bunch of 222s?
222. Every time I look anywhere for like the last year, I see.
There you go. 12 to 22. I was talking to these monsters a little earlier about conversion and being purposeful with conversion, and asking them about systems and sentences and things that they say that are mindfully conversion sentences, concepts, and ideas. Do you want to contribute anything to that, Dave or Honeys?
Do you mean conversion with regard to leads?
Lead, from contact to lead, from lead to appointment, from appointment to offer to negotiation to close. How are they converting? What are you doing? What's your surefire way of converting?
Those are all really different. So talking about conversion, like converting an inbound lead to an appointment is one thing, right? So we could talk about that all day. And the bottom line is, if you're a lead that came to me, like there's no chance that I'm not going to convert you. There's just no chance. How could I not convert that lead? It doesn't make any sense not to. So I'm going to be all over that until I convert them. That's all I do. So wait. Let's lend ourselves to clarity here, right? So a lead comes in, inbound lead comes in usually through a click or a call, and then it's up to the agent to speed to lead and follow up. Yeah.
After the speed to lead and follow up, or after the speed to lead, you're talking about consistent follow up with that inbound lead until it becomes something. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I think it's all part of it. So getting that first conversation sometimes is the hardest part, because you'll text, call, email, video text, nothing, right? And so we give up. No. But then I come in and I do triple that. And the first text I'm going to send is, hey, just letting you know, I'm not going to stop texting you until we have a conversation. It's a lead. It's somebody who wants to buy or sell real estate. That's what I do. So good luck. Like you clicked something and now you came into my world. I'm not letting you go. Then there is, yes, having that conversation from, speed to lead, right? Then you're in conversation with them and now you're converting them to a client, right? And I'm thinking we're talking about like buyer leads right now for some reason. If you get on the phone with me and you're a lead, then I'm going to sell you a house. There's
Yeah.
just what, I don't know. Sell them a house. Is that good?
That's what you do. I mean, either get them in an apartment as a renter or sell them a house.
It's like this. You have to be
That's
so
good enough.
good at you have to be so good at your scripts that when they get off the phone with you, even halfway through the conversation, they go, "Oh my God, this is awesome."
How could I not?
You ever work with somebody who was working with another agent before? You work with a buyer who was working with another agent before. 9.9 out of 10 times. Wait, that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't be a full person. 91 people in that conversation will say, "Wow, this is like way better than before." And
That's goals.
right, it's because I'm listening to them. I've got a plan. I'm asking them questions. I've got my script down, and I know exactly what I have to say to them, and I know what questions I have to ask them. And when you have that kind of confidence, they love it. They love it. And because they were working with somebody before who didn't have any of that, that will happen. Every time you talk to a lead, they're going to be like, "Wow, this is awesome. Thank you." Like, right? Isn't that what happens every time?
Hell yeah.
Thought so. And so in terms of that, in terms of conversion there, it's just convert them. Then
Convert 'em.
you go out and you take them out in the field. And this is just a totally different system that we're talking about now. And this is where your discipline has to make an appearance, and you have to be a business person, right? So you've earned their business, they've earned your business, and now we have to set the ground rules, right? So here's what we're going to do. Boom, boom, boom. We're not going out and seeing 8 houses. We're just not going to do it, right? And so, but everybody wants to do that. Well, I'm going to be in New Jersey for Saturday, so let's just go see 8. And it's like, I know you want to see 8. I really understand why you think that's a good idea. Here's the thing. After 4, things start to get really blurry. And you start to go, well, what was that, like polished brass doorknob over there? Like, and do you see what I mean? And they're like, yeah. Okay, so I want you to be crystal clear. You're buying a house. I don't want this to be blurry at all. So let's take those 8 and pick the top 4, and we'll go see those 4. I'm going to send you the contract now so that if you like any of those 4, we're going to make an offer. If we don't buy one of those 4, then we'll move to the next 4. So that way you're crystal clear. So what are the top 4, right? So you're setting ground rules there, and you're setting our expectation. It's a very challenging market right now. And I want to make sure that you have access to every property on the market, off the market, 24/7. Because if you're not, you can miss out on it, right? So most of the time, I'm not going to be the one there opening the doors for you. It's going to be one of my agents that's going to open the door for you and get you into whatever houses you want to see, because I don't want you to miss out on any of that, right? I'm still going to be the one doing all of the important stuff, the negotiation. My transaction manager is going to do all the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. So I just want to let you know that you're probably not going to see me too much when you're out looking at those houses. So
I hope you guys are taking notes.
Right? Value to them. Like, I'm not going, hey, I don't feel like going out, like, and showing you houses. So, you're going to go with this dipshit over here. Like, no, it's like, I'm bringing value to you because I don't want you to miss out on this. And I don't work 24/7. So why would I say, no, can't see that house? So it's not going to be.
Guys, I have to get off. Gracias.
Peace.
I'll see you guys.
So it's setting expectations for efficiency, so that you could go do 10 buyer deals a month and still have a really nice quality of life. Like
That is,
but
that's doing this like a business. That's too much like, order and system, and there's nothing chaotic about that. I thought this was like some crazy business.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. It could still get chaotic. It is. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Seriously. Like, once you start thinking like that, once you get the discipline to be able to talk like I just talked about your business, and you have like an out of business experience, out of body, out of business experience, where you can actually see, wow, I have a business that I own, and there's all of these parts to it, and it has operating hours, and it has staff that are operating after hours, and like that's your business. And once you can look at it that way, that's where you're able to scale. That's where you're able to say, all right, this piece is not working over here. This piece is not. When you are the business and you're inside it all the time, you move over here, it moves over here. You move over here, it moves over here. You get messy, it gets messy. And you fall down, it falls down. So that was like, I didn't answer your question. I did.
You did. You do it the Dave way, with order and discipline and step by step. For me, so I was a bit of a jerk when I was taking folks out, man. I was in the beginning, I was so apologetic and so like eager to please that I was taking them to see so many properties. And I would wind up being angry and disappointed that they didn't choose any of the ones that I showed them. And they wind up just choosing out of somebody that shows them one property, just that property that they showed them. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I started to, as I got more experienced, I started to restrict the number of properties that we showed. I started to put them in charge of the quality of the property that we saw. So I would deliver to them, let's say there was 25 properties that matched their criteria. I'd ask them to put them in order based on just seeing, just whatever's there, whatever information's there on paper, which one would you put in the top 10 or the top 15? And then I said, so we're going to go out and see the top 3. I used to restrict it to 3. We go see the number 1, 2, 3 property in the market. And I'm going to ask you to put in an offer on each one of those properties that we see. If we go see a property, we'll put in an offer. Is there anything that could stop you from putting in an offer on one of the best 3 properties in the market?
That's a really good question. Everybody should write that down. Everybody should write that down. Every time you are setting an appointment to go out with a buyer, you should ask them exactly what you just said. Hey, we're going out to look at properties that you want to buy. So I'm going to assume that if you find one that you like, you're going to be okay putting an offer in. And is there anything that could stop you from putting an offer in on the top house out of those 3 houses? That's,
oh my God.
That's such a
dude. I wound up just showing 2 properties most of the time and getting an offer. And getting an offer, like I know a lot of agents, especially not a lot of new agents, are like, well, what do you mean you're going to ask them to put in an offer? They haven't seen everything in the market, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of these agents are setting the expectation that they're going to see every property that match that criteria in the market. And you answered that perfectly. After 4, your brain turns to mush.
Yeah. Sure.
Right? Your brain turns to mush.
It's true. And it's why like you should be sending them the contracts before you even go out. Everybody's afraid to ask people to make an offer. But that's what we're doing here, right? You're going to meet me at these houses, but I'm not going to ask you, do you want to put an offer? Or do you want to put an offer? Send them a contract ahead of time and let them know, hey, here's the process. Like part of my buyer consultation is the biggest part of it is explaining attorney review in New Jersey because everybody's got it wrong. And so that part of the conversation at the end, I'm going to say, look, I'm going to send you a copy of the contract so that you have it to go over. Even though we have this attorney review period, I want to send you a copy so that when we go out on Saturday and we see those 4 properties, you're ready to sign on the best one, right? Or if it's 4 properties, I would show them 3 properties, but I would set it up 1, 2, 3, 1. So if they rank the properties, like these are my top 3. All right, what's the top 1? All right, this one. So we would see number 1, number 2, number 3, then number 1 again.
And then go right back to number 1.
Yeah, unless they liked one of the other ones better, then, but that type of confidence, being able to set them up to make offers and not be, like, it really does have an impact. You're going to do more business if you do this stuff. And they're going to be more comfortable with you. They're going to refer you more.
Well, you learn to ask them questions and you learn to ask like, so talk to me about what was right about this property, and talk to me about what you would fix, or what would you change. Talk to me about how much you think that would cost. If we got an offer that made sense, that sort of included that cost in the offer, or discounted that cost in the offer, and they came to the table, that would be a pretty decent deal, right? Yeah. So why don't we put in an offer and just see what they say?
Yeah.
Like, what do you have to lose? And so you'd get people like, we can do that. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but the last agent showed us 10 properties and dissuaded us from offers. I don't know.
Start at ask, and we'll see where it goes.
And we'll see where it goes.
You're right. Ask them questions about the property. Like, ask them questions about like real life, like not just like, here's the living room, there's the kitchen. Oh, do you like the counters? Do you like the paint? Like, ask them in depth, like, what do you see you and your family doing here? Like, what do you guys like chilling out in the family room, or would you use this formal dining room? I know a lot of people just set it up and never use it, end up eating standing up at the counter or whatever. Like, put them in the space. Put them in the space. And then ask them if they want to buy it. If they don't want to buy it, then okay, why not? Well,
yeah, what's up with that?
You're going to dig into that, right? What's the one answer they're going to give you? Like, we want to think about it, right?
Yeah, we want to think about it. Or what do you think?
Let's think about it. Let's go. All right,
let's dig in.
Here, let's sit down on the Indian style. We'll just think. Let's think for like 30 minutes, and then we'll write the offer. I
like to stand wherever the best feature is. I like to stand right there.
Yeah.
If it's the mantle, if it's like a fireplace, I'll just put my arm on the fireplace and be like, let's talk.
Right. The thing also, man, it's like you can't be pushy either. And I think that's why agents shy away from doing these things, right? Because, like, number one, their mindset is not there, but they're afraid of being pushy and losing the client.
Which is crazy.
It's really crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. I don't know if
really crazy.
The client from being too aggressive. Maybe I have, but the thing is, like, don't be pushy. What we're talking about is not being pushy, right?
It's about asking questions.
And ask them questions. Constantly ask them questions. Like, and then if they answer you, like, don't get mad at them and stuff, and don't be pushy, and then they won't think you're pushy. But
you see this book over my shoulder, The Tools of Titans?
Yeah.
One of the chapters, I think it's on page 305 or something like that. They talk about the simple, stupid question that no one is asking.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about it in reference to doing the perfect interviews during blogs and vlogs and, television shows and things like that. And that what makes a good interviewer is by asking the simple, stupid question that no one is asking, right? Mm-hmm. So when I'm in a property and I'm showing properties to, a client, let's go ahead and assume that client already has rapport with me, because I shouldn't be out showing them anyway if I'm not already in rapport, if we haven't already pre-qualified. So I'm not asking value-based questions then. I'm asking those value-based questions before we go out. Talk to me about what's your top 10, blah, 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 blah. So when we go out, I can have the simple, stupid questions with them. Like, talk to me about how you felt before you moved into the place that you're living now. What state of mind were you in? Right. What were some of the decisions that you had to make? What were those conversations like right before you said yes to the place that you're living now?
Yeah.
And I take them back to that place. And now I'm going to future pace them and think about when you're in this place. Like, I want you to think about the conversations you're having now and the story that's attached to it. And It has an incredible effect on them. It anchors them in the property, actually.
Yeah. And
they start owning it while they're in the property. It's a pretty damn decent thing, man.
Well, asking questions, I mean, that's like, this is David Long, like, selling is not telling. Selling
is asking.
So
Dave Long, what's up, Dave?
You ever see him on here? That guy is the best.
Dave is the bomb.
Funny. But yeah, the questions don't have to be like, simple, stupid. You ever watch Larry King? Who's the interview?
I started watching because of y'all.
Tony Hawk, and he'll be like, So how important is the skateboard? You get more simple than that. It's brilliant.
Oh man, listen, we are at a great number right now. We just had another 110 reported in, right? So we're at 464. We're at 1,464. No doubt, we are definitely going to hit our numbers today.
Wow.
When we do now, mind you, there's already been, as far as I know, there's already 15 appointments on the box, right? On the board right now. I can't even think right now, Dave. My mind is blown. Out of those 15, let's say half of those fail, and let's say we only get 7, right? So if half of those fail and we get 3, that's $30,000 that was earned on average in an hour and a half.
Yeah. You can do that. You can
I'd take that money.
You know,
I'll take it.
It's like, you look at, you have 200 to 300 leads in your database that have come in over the years. You could easily do an appointment a day if you're willing to put in the work. You know, there's just so much opportunity, and it all comes down to is discipline. It doesn't come down to anything fancy at all. It doesn't. It's just discipline, simplicity, and consistency.
What do we call it? Pig-headed discipline.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm going to succeed no matter what. Pig-headed discipline. Yeah. I'm going to find that truffle. I am going to do what I have to do in order to win.
Right.
It's the best kind of obsession.
Yeah, I don't understand anything else besides that. Like, I don't understand. Just
you know what's difficult, right? And I know that you know, because you're coaching agents. I'm coaching agents. We're coaching agents together. We're growing business, doing production. We're sort of spinning a lot of plates. You know, a lot of coaches talk about what's frustrating with agents. I'd like to talk about the spark that we see in the eye when the breakthrough happens, right? Yeah. I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about the days right before the breakthrough, right? What is your experience? What have you seen either from yourself or any of your clients or customers that you are coaching from the breakthrough and the days right before the breakthrough? This is an on-the-spot question, folks. So
it varies so much, but at the core of it is the same. You know, there's a build-up. Are you talking about breakdown or breakthrough? Breakthrough.
Well, the breakthrough is the spark, right? And what do we see in those agents? And then there's usually a breakdown right before they break through, right? And so
there's a difference between the person who's going to break through after the breakdown, the person who's just going to do whatever they were doing, and the person who's going to be gone. The person who just gets up and goes, and you're having this conversation with them after this breakdown. And you could see their mind working, right? And you could see their mind working, and I'm asking them questions, and then all of a sudden you just see click, and they go, I got it. I know what to do. Boom. Proven plan. That's really easy to do because this business is it's all like planned out and modeled for us. So
yeah,
it's knowing that there was a purpose to what you just went through, and that there was no getting around it if you really do want to grow. Because if you want to grow like a big business, you have to push really, really hard. And you're pushing on this wall, and it's tiring. It's tiring. And then, you know, all of a sudden, you know, a beam falls and smashes you in the head. Look, then you can go, how hard are you going to get up is going to determine if you do break through that wall or not. Or, you know, right? Or if you're going to just look around and be like, fuck through that beam, and like look around, try to blame people, right? That's the option, is when you're in like a breakdown or you're just not growing, is the person who's definitely not going to grow is the person who looks to blame. Whether that's blaming other people or blaming their story or blaming whatever, right? And you know, honestly, we all, I think, have been there.
Some of us multiple times.
Right? It's. I think it's like that's where our mind is programmed to go to. Is like, let me push it off on other people. But you learn that, all right, this is happening. This is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not like a cartoon. So what am I going to do? Right? Where are my goals? There's no way that I'm staying back there. So like, let's go and grab everybody you can and go, you know, just go balls to the wall. Just that's where it's so important for you to always be just eking your way into circles of people who are doing way bigger than you. Because at that moment, guess who you pick up the phone and call, right? You have a breakdown and you're looking to break through. And I know that's a cliche phrase, but it's so true. It's like,
but it is so true.
Growth spurt. When that breakdown happens, you know, look who's in my phone that I'm calling, and you know, and I'm not calling him to complain. I'm calling him to like let him know like it happened. It happened. Like, and having those people is so important, because if you don't,
well, if you're a complainer, you wouldn't be in that circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the kind of circle that you would be in, and then you couldn't do what you're about to say, right? Because, you know.
But also, like, if you don't build that opportunity and you don't build that circle, like maybe you're not naturally like a complainer, but it's going to be harder for you to have a breakthrough without having people that have been through it and that have been through way bigger breakdowns than you just went through. And so it's kind of like, if you're strong enough and you're smart enough to go out and build these relationships and these networks and get into these masterminds and be in everybody's world that you possibly can, then you're going to be strong enough to get up and go do what you have to do to really drive home. And there's not many people who do that. You know, everybody just kind of hangs back and stays, but you see it. Like, you see it. Look at the top producers in the business, in our market or any market, and look at their career. If they're new and they're this agent who went out and sold like 40, 50 homes their first 2 years or something, right? They never had a breakdown. Watch. It's coming. It's coming. Right? It's coming like now. And then, you know, you look at the 3, 10, 22 deal, 35 deal, 40 deal type of agent, and it's like, you know,
incremental growth, step back, step forward 2 shots, you know, it's the whole 9 yards.
It's almost like, yeah, breakdown.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, shit, I've come to you when I've broken down, and I don't exaggerate when I say that you're my mindset coach. And it's not just about business, man. When we get together, man, we talk about everything, and we talk about how we process stuff and the way things are supposed to be. You 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, we had some pretty big growth, and then we had like a minor breakdown, and then it was a hiccup, and then we got back to it. And then you and I were talking, and you were like, man, that shit was terrible. And I was like, what are you talking about? That shit was terrible. And you're like, oh yeah, no. We had a breakdown. And I'm like, we didn't have a breakdown. He's like, nah, it didn't look like it, but we had a breakdown because I planned for it. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the breakdown. And now we're back to it.
What's funny it's like, yeah, you plan for it, but you're not ready for it.
No one's ever ready for it.
Yeah, but it's like, that's what I mean. That's why you have people around you to be like, dude, this is the thing. Like, this is, all right, go. It's cool. You know, it's cool. And if you haven't gone through that, like, awesome, make it happen, because, you know, that's how you're going to grow up.
Well, the longer the breakthrough, the bigger the breakdown.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate being able to, for lack of a better term, I am merely talking in like prose here. I appreciate the fact that we can print money. That we had a 2-week hiccup in the market that other people allowed to turn into a 4-month hiccup in their market. And we've pivoted, and it was not easy. This was not an easy thing for us to do, but we marshaled our forces. We knew what we had to do. We know what hard work is. And now, I mean, the agents are still cranking along. I think we're busier than we were before.
I know. I could see. I mean, we're talking about like the agents on our team that I could see. Like, I'm watching it happen. It's ridiculous. Like what I'm watching, I am super pumped. Like I'm in. I'm like, this is amazing. Like I love it. I love it. And then just watching everybody else, like, you know, everywhere, you know, like I talked to Dan Beer out in California and Kyle, like they're just everybody I talk to who's got like a good business is like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's nuts. My buddy Ryan in Florida in West Palm Beach, the market's crazy. Like it's so cool. But then there are people who are just like, oh, this is market's weak, you know?
The market's weak. The leads are weak.
Yeah, totally.
Oh man, I'm having fun, man. That last week when we did the 13,000 contacts, there's 70 appointments that I know of that was set. Say again?
We didn't do what?
13? We actually almost did 15,000 contacts, but I stopped counting at around 13.5.
Let's do that again. What do you here, hold on. Wait, how many appointments were reported? Sorry.
There was 36, there was 70 appointments, over 70 appointments set, and 36 contracts written in one day.
What? Well, I mean, that's all you know about. That's all you know.
That's all I know about. And because so people have been reporting later that are like, oh, this guy that I spoke to, I'm like, oh my God.
All right. So September 30th is a Wednesday, so that's stupid expired day. We could do that one. I think the 9th of September after Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because, like, I don't know. Is school a thing? Is like, are they having school?
I don't think it's a thing. I don't think it's going to be a thing. I think it's going to be a digital thing, which is going to make everything even easier. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. I think that the parents are pivoting, and I think they did an amazing job pivoting. I see. Hey, Ada, what's up, Jennifer? Friggin' amazing. I've seen some pretty powerful parents pivot. Oh, PPP, right?
Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful.
I think what's going to happen now is that industry is going to pivot to the digital world, and it's going to make everyone clearer as to what they can do remotely versus what they have to do in person.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Right. I think that Chalice was a genius when he wrote on his whiteboard, what do we need to do a deal? What do we need to do in order to complete a deal? And then what of those things actually physically need to be present for? Mm-hmm. And he found that it was like maybe 1 or 2 steps that he physically needed to be present for. And he adjusted to that. I think that's what business is doing. Look, Starbucks is closing half of their stores to just do pickups.
Dude, that's so crazy because like that ink block model, like it just happened. It just
finished happening. Yeah.
It's so crazy. So crazy. I remember being in the top 100, Gary's top 100, Gary Keller, like a couple of years ago. And we were talking about the ink blot model and expansion and all that. And it's like Starbucks is half of their stores.
Half. 50% of their stores will be digital stores.
Starbucks. What was that movie? I want to watch that movie again. Like, you know, McDonald's is not in the the burger business. They're in the real estate business.
In the real estate business,
right? That's changing.
I forget what the name of that business, but I tell you what is really, really cool. So I just want you to picture this right now. You have a client now who's moving because they want to, not because they have to. They don't have to move closer to work because they work remotely. So they can have all the space they want. They can have all the rooms that they want. They can have the price that they want and still be going to work in New York from the edge of Colorado or something like that, whatever, right? And so now when we're doing real estate, we could do real estate truly nationally. I think our next level, I'm not going to say this out loud too many times, but I think our next level is one national real estate license. And that national real estate license will allow us to do real estate across the country. And I think this is just me. I think that this model that we're working with has it right when you have one national brokerage. So there's accountability nationally and you're licensed nationally. That's what I think.
Yeah. So do you think that would happen regionally first? Do you think
I think it's gonna happen regionally.
They're not gonna be like, guys, we're gonna do one.
No, first we're gonna do the region. We've already done the state, right? So statewide, you could do what you have to do, right? So all of these Liberty boards and Bergen such and such boards, all of those things, they better shore up their alliances. I think it's gonna be one thing.
Well,
the state.
So our brokerage is one brokerage per state, but there's still different MLSs. So the board, what do you think is going to happen with the MLS then? The MLS will still be separate.
I think that they're going to go the way of the GS. I think that they're going to become one, right? I think personally, this is my personal belief, that with all of the education that we have to have in order to be a licensed agent and the retesting every 2 years and the credits and things like that, that we're doing enough work to be broker level agent, and all we're going to have is a broker for compliance. Oh, wait, we're already there.
Yeah.
So from there, I think what's going to happen is that we're going to start doing the region, the Northeastern region, the Southeastern region, the Central region. And after that, it's going to be statewide. I'm looking 5 years from now, the model will evolve to that. Yeah. And everybody that's still stuck on a street corner trying to put pictures in the window, trying to get people to come in, I think that it's going to be a novelty, just like a VHS store.
So people like places like Hoboken and San Diego, like Gaslight District, like those places where people do walk and look at the listings, right? What's going to happen? Like, that's just not going to be a thing. Because
they're walking with their phones. They're walking with their phones now, and with our app, I know with our app you could do it, that it'll vibrate when they're near a deal that they were looking for, or if they're looking in an area, they could see what's available in an area without looking in a window.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think that as we start to evolve into this sort of walk-up window world, right, where we're walking up and picking up our coffee and we're going to use our digital devices a lot more to see and say what we want.
Yeah, that's happening rapidly,
like yesterday.
I'll be right back.
All right. So let's rock and roll. Let's do a quick check-in on numbers. How many agents of the close to 1.5 million in the U.S. will lose this year? Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the lion's share. It's going to be over 80% of those agents, Finale, because I think that every one of them are waiting for something else to happen. They're allowing things to affect their business and not having an affect on their business. What's up, Katrina Elliott? Vital. What's going on, Mina? What's going on? Thank you. And that's, the board does suck and well overpriced. I often ask myself, what the hell am I paying them for? I think that the agents that managed to pivot and managed to take advantage of all of the tools that they could leverage in their business and looked at this business as a business and not just some hobby or not just some job that they have to go to, I think those are the ones that are going to push through and grow. Yeah, I think so. I think it's well over 80% of the agents. Well, think about it like this. How many agents went out and got an unemployment check during this thing? Not judging them. This is just a reality. How many agents went out and got an unemployment check because they thought the industry was going to collapse? because of this quarantine thing. And then how many agents went out and was just like, let me go see if I can get PPP because I run my own business. It's just a mentality at that point, right? It was still support. It was still about maintaining and taking care of their family. It was just, how do you look at this business? Do you look at this business as a business, or do you look at this business as a job? And when we get into that sort of granular mindset, sort of state of being, it is the ones that look at this thing like they're running a business that are going to push through. And I'm serious by saying that I think only the 20% are looking at this thing as a business. Most people are looking at this thing as a job. and I don't blame them. And they could still run it like a job, and they could still show up to work. They are not going to push through in this next level until someone else does it. I think maybe that might be the furtherment of that idea. Someone else will do it. They'll prove that it can be done. They'll see that it can be done. There's some that will say, oh, I can do it better. But for the most part, they'll wait until someone else succeeds at it, and then they'll do it. I don't have that kind of patience. So we are out here doing our virtual tours. We're making 2,000 contacts a week, no matter what. We are already, and there's another 82 to report. 6, 7, 8, 10, 6. We're at 1608 at 626. So with that, nothing has slowed down. Let's go, let's grow. Ada, second day making calls for this chick, made 48 contacts, and best of all, got one mofo great appointment. Welcome to the Terror Dome, Ada. So 48 contacts, one appointment. Let's put another 48 on the board. That's 16. That's 5. That's 656. 1656. Let's go. Let's grow. Ada. 1656. I'm trying to give you some props for this. There you are. At Ada. Let's go. Let's go. Let's grow. All right. We are growing together. It is the last half hour. We are going to push through. We are going to make our contacts. It is going to be a beautiful thing. And thanks to Ada, we're at 1656. We're only about 400 contacts away. We could do that with our eyes closed. Let's get busy. Busy and busy. We got another 40 on the board. 9, 696, 1696. Boom. It is 628. All right. 1696. Thank you, Ada Doyle. So we are growing nice and steady. We're doing some powerful, powerful stuff. I want to just take a quick break and brand out the Sekou Creme system. Talk to you about that in a second. Boom. Yeah. So we put together a system that sort of collected our ideas around putting together great digital content for your business development and your outreach, and also putting together good calling systems and follow-up systems that's going to merge the two concepts together and guarantee you huge success. The folks that have gone through these programs already will attest to it. They're setting more appointments per day than they ever have. They are growing their audience and growing their intention, growing their sort of center of influence in ways that they never expected, just using a few simple concepts and tips that we lay out pretty strongly in the Sekou Krem system. We pull from everyone, from DeVoe, from Figueroa's, from the Sotos. We pull from everyone in attempt to consolidate the information in one space. My buddy Nick Krem is a genius when it comes down to content, and his content card business has been instrumental in growing our leads and our deals today. Like right now, we are doing great business as a result. The agents are following up more and are making more contacts. Excuse me. I got an allergy to something. It might be this microphone cover. All right. So we're at 8696. I'm going to send out another 50 or so gratitude texts in 25 block increments. And let's go. I stopped my dialer so that I can pivot and talk to you all. I'm just consolidating my screen. Where's Dave Finale? Let's get Dave Finale on. Let's see if we can coerce him to the screen. Where's Mr. Finale? Real estate royalty right here. Come on. Let's see if we can get him. So right after this at 8 o'clock, I do another call where we get on and we review the day, and we have a great audit of our day. It is an incredible amount of accountability, and it is not designed for the faint of heart. So any agent that's in that program is putting up with me, sort of really, to use Olhanis's words, really being a hard ass about it, and demanding the greatness that the most agents sort of want to deliver, but can't figure out how to deliver. These folks are delivering it. At o'clock? Did I say that? 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock. Ada. Yeah, at 8 o'clock. Ada is a powerhouse, right? So I'm watching her. I'm watching her manage her household. I'm watching her manage her business. She's taking a risk. She's stepping out on faith that this is the stuff that needs to happen. And she is absolutely the model agent for the Deal a Day program. Somebody that is determined to do everything necessary. Sorry, I'm getting a message in. Listen, I'm going to tell you now. The concepts that we're working with are for really, really big thinkers, right? So I'm like really big thinkers, and I'm always getting sort of the inkling that, you know, all we want to work with are folks that really want to do 10 transactions a month and grow, and aren't quite there yet, and are trying to figure out how to get there, what kind of support they need in order to get there. If you're a $5 or $6 million producer and you're trying to figure out how to get to 10 and 12, you know, reach out, man. It is absolutely okay to you to reach out, and we could talk. There's nothing holding you back from having a conversation with me. I promise. You can tell your broker, you probably get a little bit of a raise if you tell him that you're talking to one of us. What's up, Dave Finale? Real estate royalty. What's going on, brother? You know what's never too far away from me, right?
What's that?
My real estate skill builder hat. You see that? I'm repping. Let me get some hats for us, man. Let me get some hats for the DeVoe team and for the Appointment Academy. You see, oh, I got on my Penn State dad shirt instead of my Appointment me shirt.
You know, I can hook you up with the guy that does my hats. I mean, it's taking like 3 or 4 orders to get some things that I really liked, you know. So,
all right, well, all right, I'm willing to shell out the dough to turn it into something major.
Just got to come up with an idea and design, man. They're designing. I mean, you got to tell them exactly what you want. Plain and simple.
Got you.
Hey,
So what's going on, brother?
I got a question.
I'm listening.
I got a question. So I posted that question before about how many of the 1.5 million agents we're going to lose in the next year. You said 80% we're going to lose? That's a lot, man.
80%.
You think we're going to lose that many agents?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think that we've already lost a good 40% of the agents. We just don't know it yet.
Well, we're going to get a good telltale sign over the next 6 weeks. Actually less, because one of the local MLSs has a renewal for July 1st. So as you know, it's July 8th right now. And I think by August 1st, they have to have paid. We'll see how many people drop out of there. So, I mean, that's going to be a good telltale sign. It's a good random sampling. There's about 12,000 members currently. So if we lose, we'll see how many we lose there, you know? So,
well, but I think that the idea that somehow or another we can wait this out and people are dying to move. I think that most of the agents are going to go to the wrong side of the iBuyer mentality.
They already have.
Yeah. And so I said, I think we've already lost 40%.
So, you know, I think, you know, I spoke with a bricks and mortar broker today. And then I had my meeting with my coach. I was telling him what that conversation was about. And the person is all about cutting costs.
Yeah.
All about cutting costs. And my question was, what have you done to change your business? Have you done anything? No, I said, have you done anything to change your business? And the answer was, yeah, I've cut 70% of my costs. I said, no, that's not the question I asked you. Have you done anything to change your business? Well, you know, we keep doing the same thing we were doing. We're just, you know, it's been hard to do. Okay. So my coach, Jason Nybeck, said that this cutting mentality is, let me see, wait a minute. I got to give you the right quote. This cutting cost mentality in this day and age is a poverty mindset.
Yes, sir. It's scarcity.
Right. So basically what you're looking at is, and I said, well, I mean, he says, well, you know, and the quote was that, you know, the agents are getting too much money. They're being overpaid and, you know, 70 and 75%, you know, and they're getting offered 80. How does that make any sense? I said, what about changing your business model around? Oh, that's very, very risky. Okay. That's what I said.
They circle the wagons and they think about, and I'm speaking from first person perspective, listening to the answers from, like you said, from brokers that I know. They circle the wagons and they're thinking about their own pocket. And I'm like, well, what are you doing to protect the agents? Like, what are you doing to help the agents to grow in this market? And the answers that we're getting is just appalling. They're like, the agents, shit, I'm trying to worry about the front desk and how am I going to maintain salary and and I'm like, well, who pays the salary of the people in the front? Like, it's based on the agents, right? And he's like, yeah, but you know, they don't need to know that. And I'm like, what do you mean they don't need to know that?
You know, and I said a mindset shift that would help would be that you have a really, really good transaction coordinator to help with the receptionist.
Yeah.
You got someone that could really take over and just like help them do what they do best, which is real estate transactions rather than, you know, having to worry about paper and shit, you know?
Well, I had this conversation. So one of our agents, Vanessa, did 2 deals like right when this COVID thing, like when the lockdown first happened, and her closings happened like 2 weeks after the lockdown happened. And the other agent on the other side was like, well, can you go pick up, because they were the listing agent, was like, can you go and pick up the check when you go to the closing? And Vanessa was like, I'm not going to the closing. And she was like, well, how are you going to get your money? He says, it's direct deposit. You guys don't do direct deposit. And this is like a big name brand, like a big box company. And she's like, oh, well, they're thinking about it, but we don't have the direct deposit yet. And so like she laughed because like that was at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And by the time she got back to her house by 3:30, 4 o'clock, there was money in her account already from the closing.
I love
So that other agent had to wait for them to mail the check, had to wait for her company to get somebody into the office to get the check, had to wait for them to process the check, and then for the check to clear. She said that she waited another 2 weeks for that damn check.
We just take a picture of the check. Boom.
Done. Direct deposit.
Well,
like in this day of age, why wouldn't you do it? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Dave?
It's true. It's most companies don't do direct deposit. Yeah, or if they do, they will charge. They'll charge extra, charge the agent. I mean, look, everybody's going to go there eventually, but it's like, how is it not happening everywhere? I mean, it's 2020. It's
exactly. How is it not happening?
It's so much more efficient, and they like to float that money.
They like to float that money. Listen, we are at 1,842 contacts at 6:41 p.m. That's 1,842 contacts at 6:41 p.m.
1,800? We were just at 1,200.
Yeah. So in increments of about, I'll tell you how these numbers get reported. The numbers are usually reported between 60 contacts and 150 contacts. Like that is the average amount of contacts that the agents in our lives are reporting. There's a couple of agents out there that are watching and lurking that have not reported, that love to report after we finish broadcasting. They don't want to get shouted out while we're broadcasting. And they always report plus another 100, 200 contacts after we close. The number of views that we get become available right after we broadcast. And those views that we get are usually in the 5 to 1,000 range, sometimes even in 1,200 range. But then the watch party numbers get reported within the next maybe 20 minutes or so. And there's another 1,500 contacts right there.
I made 18.
Being concerned, you're at 18 contacts?
You can add
let's
another
go,
20
let's grow.
for my live.
What?
Another 20 for the live?
20 since I reported before. That's over 200. What's interesting is the changes I've made, and I've talked about these several times. Just some minor changes I've made to how I post and what I'm doing. I mean, I really believe that my birthday videos are the big cause of it. Wishing people happy birthday by video every morning.
Awesome.
It's getting me great engagement. I get a response from at least 80%. When you've got 5,000 friends or close to it, that can be a lot of work. Today I only had one to give out, which was the least I've ever had. Usually it's like 10 to 20 videos I've got to do, but you know what? Like, for instance, I played golf with Sakura on Saturday. We had to be an hour away at 7 o'clock, 6:45. I did my videos before I left. I mean, I was not leaving this house till I had them done, so, but the engagement's really good, and certain posting that you're doing in the live broadcast, getting really good engagement, getting great views, everything else. So, I mean, it's just minor changes that you make to do special stuff.
Right.
Minor changes.
What if you just took all of your Facebook friends, sorted them by name, recorded a video for all of the gyms, or video for all of the Bobs, right? And then you had your VA go in each day and take, it's Bob's birthday, grab a Bob video, grab a gym video. Boom. Yeah.
I was talking to Brett about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool too. The difficulty with Facebook, though, is that they've cut off the ability to completely download your lists. They'll give you an HTML list, but they're not giving you something you can download to an Excel spreadsheet like they used to. So, I mean, they do an HTML list and a JSON list. I don't know what that is, but you need some special software to convert it, I believe.
Just so I know we're nuts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, it really doesn't matter, because one of the great things, Dave, about going through your birthday list is that you can really color your list. You can really get rid of people that you have no idea who they are.
That's what I was just
right. Let's face it. If you joined Facebook 15 years ago or 12 years ago, there are people you took on friends just to get some friends. We didn't know who the hell they are. Right.
Hold on a second, Finale. I got a question specifically for you. Okay. And I know the answer to it, but I want to give you the chance to answer it. Antonio Fratellone says, yeah, but did you sing in all of those videos? Because you sang in his video.
No, I do not sing in all the videos. I only sing to people that are special and that are really good friends of mine. He just happened to get a special. I sang happy birthday to him. I mean, I do that to some, not many at all.
So
but I didn't get the memo.
If you didn't get a song happy birthday, then you're not special to Dave.
Well, see, I don't sing and I don't do the whiteboard. You get the special epic happy birthday song from me, brothers and sisters.
Dude, I believe I sang to you last year in a text. So
you did.
I believe I did. You know,
Fratellone gave you a 10 out of 10, baby.
Awesome.
Guys, I can sign off.
All right, man.
So,
all right, brother. Listen, we're almost done. Listen, what'd you say?
1880.
1880. Yeah. We're definitely hitting our numbers. We have at least 400 people that watched earlier. We were at one point at 1800.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to hit the numbers. Now we're just playing with the bank numbers now. So we'll see.
Next Wednesday, we're going to have something special on this 2K Wednesday next week.
Okay. And I hope to have Frank and Antonio and yourself and Nick. We'll do our announcements then, and we'll do some pretty powerful stuff there.
Some scripting around that. We'll do some role play. We're going to go a little bit deeper into rentals, how agents can make $4,000 in their first month in real estate, and just
contact the Palooza.
It's fun as hell.
All right, agents, you guys heard it here first. Next week, you're going to want to invite as many of the agents that you know to come and join us. We're going to be going absolutely nuts. So we're going to have some of the greatest scripting people on. We're going to have some of the greatest conversion conversations, talk about rentals, talk about sales, et cetera, et cetera. Dave DeVoe, Real Estate Royalty. I will see you then, brother. I'm going to see you before then, but I'm doing this for the purpose of this broadcast. I'll see you then, brother. Later.
Hey, Dave. Talk to you soon.
Woo!
Hey, so I'm gonna do a lot of fun here. It's Friday.
Please.
Friday schedule for Real Estate Talk TGIF episode 108, I believe, is Jared James, the national coach. He's going to be on. So we got him coming up next week. I mean, this week, and then we've got and then over the next few weeks we have Michael Hellickson from Club Wealth, and then we've also got. Which one is going to be really special, and I'm going to try to get him on Elevate, Dominate, Mastermind in the next few weeks also, is Jonathan Martis. Jonathan is the owner and founder of the product Cleared, for the Cleared House, for the safety of agents. So we're going to try to get him on Elevate, Dominate as well.
Jared is the man. Can I ask you to do me a favor? Sure. I need Jonathan to put together a little commercial to promote on this thing that Dave and I are going to do on the 22nd, right? Frank and all of us. So there's some space and opportunity for him to broadcast across the country over and over again.
Great.
So let's see if we can do that.
Great. I'm gonna try to reach out to him. He's a really nice guy. He's out in Seattle.
Really great guy.
That's where he is. And that's, you know, I met him through at an Inman conference in San Francisco a few years ago, which was that was a great conference. I mean, I went out there with the idea of meeting people, and I did. I met him and a few other people, and that was actually the second episode of Real Estate Talk TGIF was done out there in San Francisco. So I did that with Jason Frazier. That's a long time ago, a couple of years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's cool. So I got one other question for you to follow up on something you talked about earlier, is that you're talking about regional boards of realtors.
Mhm.
And I think the difficulty with that, while I love to see what you said happen, the big difficulty there is the egos involved. Everybody
Mhm.
wants to be a member. Everybody wants to be this and want to be that. Because let's face it, I mean, we just recently had two boards consolidate. They used instead of using the word merge. I don't know what the difference is, but they where it came together, and that was supposed to happen a couple of years earlier. My opinion, and if anybody on this show is watching this, they get pissed at me. I really don't care. My opinion was the egos of the board members that wanted that spot that, oh, I'm on the board of directors. I think that had a lot to do with ego, and that's one of the reasons that what you said probably won't happen. I mean, I want it. I agree with you. What we need, they'll say, well, we already have a national and we have a state. And we pay these organizations a lot of money, and the locals are the one that really do most of the work. The state and the national, they do a lot for us too. I'm not downplaying them, but I got to tell you that one thing. I just soapbox real quick. When the state tells me a few years ago that they self-funded their brand new building that they built, wait a minute, self-funded, which means
You
they
mean I
didn't.
funded you?
Which means that self-funded, which means Dave and Sekou helped pay for it.
Yeah. I bought you a brand new building.
Right? So, I mean, I think that's kind of like.
Well,
and
I'm gonna show you
too.
from a different perspective.
Go.
I'm gonna show you from a bit different perspective right now. If today, the world's greatest blockbuster wanted to open right now, who would back them?
You're talking about Blockbuster Video?
Blockbuster Video. Yep.
Who would back them?
The world's greatest. No one would back them.
No one would.
It would be insane if you said, you know what, forget Blockbuster. I'm going to give you this state of the art video rental facility. There'll be Blu-rays, there'll be fingerprints, and all of those other things that you could come in and you could peruse around for hours and find anything that you want. Who would back them?
Nobody.
No one. So at this moment, all of these boards, all of these, national boards and local boards and things like that, they are not even state-of-the-art Blockbuster.
No, they're not. I mean, just look at the only way that Best Buy is still around is that they had to partner with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were Amazon's showroom. People would go look at the device, whatever they wanted to buy, and they'd go home and buy it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Best Buy, at least they use their brains to partner with them, because you see all Alexa stuff in their stores, right?
That's it.
Right. And
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be really honest with you. The only reason to go to Best Buy at this point is to get something that's out of box. That's it.
I you know what? I mean, I have no desire to go there. I don't need to look at anything. Now, recently I bought a couple of appliances, and what was really strange is that Home Depot and Lowe's are open, but these appliance stores are not allowed to open. How does that make sense? So the store I always go to, I couldn't see the appliance. You know what they told me? They said, go to Lowe's, Home Depot, call us back. We'll give you the best price. It's exactly what I did.
Done. Facts. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Is my one of my oldest friends in the world, Brooklyn royalty, martial art royalty, Shihan, Sifu.
So anyway,
oops, wait, hold on one second. I want to say this. I want to say that Yaya runs a martial art academy. Right, he runs a dojo. It is spiritually and ethically, he teaches young people and people how to defend themselves and things like that. And it is a business. He is an in-person business. That is one of those in-person business that he has evolved into a digital business. He does his karate dance. workout, et cetera, et cetera. He gets hundreds of people on there was it kicks and dance? Yeah. Remind me of what that's called, man. But that is an idea that if you asked me a year ago how somebody who teaches a martial art class is going to go digital, I'd be like, yo, you can't go digital and do that. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
It's not as difficult as it sounds. I mean,
It's
I know
not as difficult as it sounds.
it's not, because you just, I mean, think out of the box. I mean, you know, the new program I just built for something that I can't believe no one's thought about it, on-demand open houses.
It is absolutely imperative to business now, and no one has done it, and you did it. You took the time to put it together during a necessity that should have been there already.
So here's my other thought. These things that I put together, you're putting together. My thought was that, you know what, we're going to come out of this, you know, pretty soon. And then I'm thinking that, look at what's happening now. Maybe not pretty soon. Maybe we're doing this for a while. So
it's going to be like this for a while.
But I'd like, you know, I'm gonna ask you off about the details, but I'd like to be able to promote Sekou Creme on my new site.
Oh, yes, sir.
You
Please.
know, and I like to talk about that, and you and I need. Well, we could talk about this offline, but you and I need to get together to plan some things that you and I are going to do together. I think you and I have got. Oh, we've got some programs to put together. We've actually got a book we could write together, and some things we're going to do. So,
well, you know, I do have to interrupt you because at 6:56 p.m. we are officially at 2,104 contacts.
Great job. Good job, Sekou.
Officially. This is all of us, man. TACS 652. And now that's not counting 6:56. I'm sorry, 56 p.m. That's not counting views. It's not counting the ones that the people who haven't reported yet. What's up, Cesar Ricardo? Vince Cool back in the place to be. I think that the blessing of this whole thing is that this time around, because I do think we're about to go around again. This time around, it's nothing but action. There is no panic. There's nothing but action.
You know what? I'm you know, and here's
that I think is the blessing. And I don't use the word blessing.
Just as last thing I'd say, because I know we're cutting off in a second, is that, you know, you really need, you know, one of the things we won't be able to do easily is take a vacation, right? It's going to be tough to do. So what I want people to think about is really this. We need to take a mind vacation. I don't mean a mental vacation. I need a brain vacation, okay? So, you know, everybody has a moment. I've had several of them. I had a day this week, right? And I know and you know what? I'm so glad to say that it wasn't the quarantine thing that got to me. I know exactly what happened. I have this bad habit that when I finish a huge project, I have a letdown. You know?
Alexander the Great.
I'm really happy that's what it is.
Alexander the Great.
What's that?
After he conquered all the worlds, he looked back and he mourned because he had no more worlds to conquer. What a great problem to have, man. Well, what a great problem to have.
That's a good one. And that's why you and I need to pick up our paces, if that's all right with you, when we start building stuff together. Because
it's fine with me.
You know what? I mean, I think right here is the along with all the support we get from Dave and Brett and others, including Chris Tarda. I mean, just it's endless what we can do and build as far as how we can help our industry.
Yes, sir.
And that's where it comes from, helping our industry. Because there's a lot of people out there that they're using the same stuff and they're recycling it and calling it virtual.
They're recycling it and calling it virtual. Mark, what's up, Mark Bjoren? Raymond. Kelly
So,
Villar,
brother,
real estate, Harlem Royalty. You ready to cut out, brother?
yes, yeah,
I'm
I
ready
think
to
you
go.
should.
We're gonna start counting. I absolutely love you all out there. We are growing together. We're doing some great things. Lynette, everyone out there, we love you. Later. Let's go.